This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
No way.
From the Sanosi and D-Rest Studios of Arizona, Cain Velasquez shooting UFC 272 Covington versus Masvidal Predictions. Justin Montalvo will be live with the MMA-Holes. What's going on, friends? Welcome to the Wednesday show. We're here, we're live, we're wonderful. It's good to see everyone in the chat tonight. Everyone slap the like button. We have a fantastical show for you boys and girls, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be spectacular. We got a fight week of UFC 272. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Yeah, 272, Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal. They had their media scrums today. We'll talk about that. Some predictions, some bets, the whole deal. Tomorrow will be the press conference. We'll cover that here on the MMA Holes live stream. And listen, germs, ladies and germs, we got a donation coming in over here from Mr. Fucking B-Man, the 1975, the immortal Anzalone, Michael Anzalone.
Watch out.
Drop him in the chat.
The rich friend, heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend.
Time out.
Trolls. Welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Lost and grown, making pictures mold on the timestamp throw while the chat moves stone. Hold up, save the show for the tales will be told about Michael Anzalone.
The man has passed, but he's still in our hearts.
Forgot
Michael.
Jess may not be here with us till later, Lamau.
Thank you. Forget Jess may not be here with us till later. Yeah, she will be here later. Baby issues. Michael Anzalone has passed. There he is in the chat. Thank you, B-Man, for the wonderful donation. Wow, 1975 to start the Fukin show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you tonight. Tonight is going to be spectacular because we have a gentleman that's coming on. This man is undefeated. This man is 5-0, a Bellator fighter that we've had on before, and
You know, I just feel so special.
the $11 donation, B-Man coming in. What?
I've got a special face. Attention is short, bust to outer space. Mine in a special place. GSP abducted me, I'm from an alien race. Special face.
Wow.
Special face.
Beautiful.
Special face.
B-Man again, back to back.
You Moss, Ellie, chat hope everyone is WW on this lovely Wednesday. And can't forget about the one and only Jess. You look very excited tonight.
She does, yes. Jessie has a special face in action. A shout out to B-Man with the back-to-back donations. Wow, what a way to start the show here tonight. Thank you so much, B-Man. You're generous. You're wonderful, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying, there's a man on the show. There's a man that has been unblemished in the Bellator cage, professional athlete, 5-0. The man's got 4 finishes out of those 5 undefeated fights. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our friend, Justin Kid Marvelous Montalvo. Let's go, baby! Wow, look at that shirt, hanging out at the gym, taking time out of your day with the MMA-Holes. Welcome back, Justin.
What up, man?
So, before I went live, I looked on your Instagram, and I noticed something here, and I was like, well, would you look at this? The last post says, make that 5-0, 4 knockouts. Bellator MMA has signed Justin Montalvo to a long-term contract after the Longo and Weidman MMA fighter scored an impressive first-round TKO at Bellator 274. Is this true?
It is.
Wow. Hey, Justin, congratulations, man. That's fantastic. You just found out this recently?
Yeah, I knew about it. I just couldn't say anything.
So what happens here? If for those of you who missed Bellator 274, I don't know why they put my man on the prelims. This guy, he's a main card fighter over here. Now he's 5-0. So this happens. You get the finish. By the way, spectacular finish. They call you up. They pull you in the back room. Did you go home, celebrate, and then they gave you the word? How'd you find out about the extension?
No, I right after the fight, I think I got my stuff off. I said, what's up to everybody, like, backstage. And my manager was like, oh, I think we got big news for you. I think a contract or something. I think, oh no, he just said they want to talk to him on Monday. He was saying, he said things. So I was like, all right, so we'll see what happens Monday. So then Monday he sent me a message and he said they want to sign you. And then we were just thinking about it for a few days, and then we were just like, this is the best move.
That's fantastic. Wow. Now, how many fights is this deal?
4.
A 4-fight contract. Wow, this is amazing, man. This is great. Listen, how old are you right now?
25.
25 years old. You're not even in your prime, for God's sakes. You're whooping ass. You're undefeated. Now you got an extension with Bellator. I mean, your pops must be incredibly proud, huh?
No, he's really happy.
Wow.
Glad to make.
And you don't show any emotion at all? I mean, did you cry? Did you laugh? Did you pop some bottles, have some sex? How did you respond to this?
I just met with my friends, man. I have a good circle, you know. I met up with my group of buddies. The one I shouted out on the post fight, and all my other friends, they were there. We were just chilling, got some beers, just talking, having fun, and just, you know, we're always focused on the future. Like, it's always great. You got to enjoy the moment, but you know, the future holds some great challenges, so just got to keep your mind sharp at all times and stay ready all the time. But you got to enjoy the moment too. So it's like
absolutely
middle ground. You know?
So now your tight group of friends. Is it cut off now? No more new friends, right? Because what's going to happen is everyone sees you're undefeated. Everyone wants to be Justin's friend. Now the girls are throwing themselves at you. It's cut off, right? That's it.
Yeah. You got to have a good circle of people around you for sure.
Do you find like family members or friends like crawling out of the woodwork saying, "Hey, Justin, how you doing, buddy? Like let's hang out."
No, not so much. Just I'm pretty good at getting rid of those people and finding out who they are early on. So my grass is trimmed. I mean, there's no snakes in there. I think I got a good circle, and I'm blessed right now.
By grass, you mean your bush, correct? That's a story for another time. Anyway, I love the pictures. Every time you fight, the pictures afterwards, you get right up in that camera, the tongue's out. What's the deal with the tongue out thing? Is that just like there it is? Is that where'd that come from?
That's funny you say that. I mean, it's kind of just like a thing I do. Just like, I'm here now.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But now that I think about it, I kind of look like Venom when I do it. So.
Are you a big comic book fan?
Yeah, it's funny too because my dad will be like, you know, it's time to let that venom inside of you out. Because if you ever seen the movie, you know, he's talking to him inside, and he's like, "Oh, I want to eat brains."
It's funny, like you are a different person when you're just talking normal conversations. Then you get in that cage, you're a whole different animal. How do you channel that venom?
Yeah, it's always inside of me, but I always got to calm him down. You know, it's like. It only comes out at one time, so it's pretty easy to control him, I feel. Like I just save it all up. I save up all that energy, and I just use it on fight night. And you know, it's good too, because you know, if I was always like that, you know, you gotta have like a middle ground. Like you can't be overconfident. So normal Justin is just like the mitigator. It's just like I'm just to myself, and you know, I'm in my mind. I'm smart, but I know when it's time to let that beast out on fight night.
It seems like you have the perfect demeanor for a sport like this. You know, you seem very zen. Are you anxious at all? Anxiety, any of that stuff? Do you suffer from any of that, or are you completely smooth?
No, I mean, I think everybody has like that to a certain extent, but it's just knowing over time how to control it. And I try to always say, like, every emotion I have, everything I'm feeling, I always try to make it something good. Like everything that you're feeling, like natural responses, is just like you're feeling it for a reason. It's never good to throw away like what you're feeling. Like it's good to take note how you feel and turn it around into something bigger and stronger.
I see a Maritza Montalvo. Is that your mom in the chat?
That's my mama. I love you, mama.
Look, mommy made it. He's on the MMA-Holes live. I mean, dreams come true. Look at this.
Wonderful.
That's awesome, man. It seems like you have a pretty tight family. You got your pop, your mom, all excited about you fighting. You're 5-0. Sky's the limit. And I'm looking at the picture in Bellator before you were competing in your last fight. You have now. Were you doing the great cornholio from Beavis and Butthead, or it looked like you were getting out of the pool, drying yourself off? I mean, you're just having some fun out there, huh?
Yeah, I like to soak myself in my flag. You know, I want to get all the Puerto Ricans on my side. I'm very proud to be Puerto Rican and American. So
I love it, man. You got the split flag. I love that. That's great, man. You know, we've had this conversation plenty of times on the show. I don't care what flag you are in the sport of mixed martial arts. I just root for the fighter, the personality. You know, like I don't care if you're from Brazil, whether you're from Africa, Ireland, wherever the hell you're from. I enjoy watching the fighters compete. But you coming out, showing your pride for the U.S., your Puerto Rican pride as well. When did you come up with this split flag?
I've always been proud to be Puerto Rican, but I was probably just gonna do the Puerto Rican flag, but my dad brought the American flag in there, and you know, you always want to get the American fans in there, of course. I'm American. I'm from here, so. Were
you born in America, or you were born in Puerto Rico?
But yeah, my grandma's from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. And grandma. Say something in Spanish that could get all the ladies. You know, what would if I was a single man? What would I say in Spanish?
Dame un beso.
Dame un beso. And what does that mean?
Give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss. All right, Jesse, dame un beso immediately. Okay, all right. She's soaking wet right now. This is exciting, man. I was really proud to see you get that win. I was paying attention to the UFC, and you had bare knuckle, you had all this shit going on, and I only went back to one fight. Yours. I didn't give a shit about the main event. Who cares about Gracie's, for God's sakes? You were fighting. I went back, I watched it. It's free on YouTube, by the way, so go to the Bellator page, check it out. Now, talk to me about this fight. This guy over here thinks he's hot stuff with his fancy boxing moves and whatever the hell was going on there. What was going through your mind? It looked like you were having fun. He was having his way a little bit in the beginning of that thing, but how did that fight unfold?
I feel like I'm always a little nervous before fights. I knew he had like a 10-second knockout, so I was a little focused on that, but that's what I mean by like channeling what you're feeling, like anxiety and stuff. So I was like, all right, he has a 10-second knockout. Like, what are you so worried about? You know, the guy that did that too was a wrestler. Like, I'm not a wrestler. So just getting my mind right. I had a great circle around me. My buddies from the gym were there just making me feel good. So before I go in there, I'm just letting it all out. Let that venom out of me. And he's done great for me every time. So,
I mean, yeah, you stay composed the whole time. I'm going to show some pictures over here of the actual on your Instagram, and go follow him, kid_marvelous_ on the IG. But I mean, you cracked my man a couple of nice times here. Yeah, the dude seemed like a pretty decent striker, and you came in there and showed him who's the better striker. You put together a combination towards the end, and I'm curious, I don't know if you have it on here, but it looked like you hit the body. You went upstairs. Like you just I don't know how many punches you threw together there, but it was beautiful watching you put that together. Is this something that you practice in the gym, these types of combinations?
Yeah, all the time. I just always on the bag throwing punches. I wanted to work my straight punches more. I think it was good that I wanted to do that because that's how I got the finish. Because I hit him with the hooks to make him cover up on the side, and then I hit him with those straight punches, and I don't think he was expecting that. And then I caught him with those straight punches down the middle.
When he got hurt against the fence and he kind of started going down, what's going through your mind? You like, I knew this shit was going to happen, or was it like, oh shit, I got him?
No, yeah, because the last guy I fought was like crazy tough. So I'm kind of like thinking like, damn, like fuck, this guy was tough. Like he took all my shots. But I have the cardio to go forever. But so when I was hitting this guy, like I was just trying to get momentum back because he was really aggressive and explosive. So I'm like, all right, I need to get my momentum back. So once I got him against the cage, that's usually where I like to get people. But you know, in the gym, it's like when you're sparring, you got big gloves on. So, but with those little gloves, they do damage. So I just came with those hooks, and I just came with the straights. And I've been doing that in sparring, working my straights. And then I just seen him fall, and I was like, oh shit! Like I didn't even expect him to fall. I just hit him, and I seen him fall, and I'm just like, wow, this is great. Let's finish. Let's get this finished. And I start hitting him, boom, boom, boom. And then when it was over, it was almost just like surreal. Like it feels like a dream every time because I don't know. I just feel blessed, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the joy on your face afterwards, it was great, man. How could you not smile watching it? I mean, it was amazing. You just took the moment in. You said you had family and friends in the crowd, too?
Yep. My sisters, my brothers, everybody was there. It was funny because I'm walking out, and, like, I don't think there were that many people there when I was fighting. Like, it was just starting to fill up. But I just hear my sister, my brothers. I knew exactly where they were because the second I come out, I just hear, yeah, Justin, like all the way from like the right side of me.
Is that where this picture when
that's just me looking at him like, let's go.
Dude, that is amazing. So you hear your family in the crowd, you're raising your flag, and you're like, holy shit, it's about to go down.
Like I was just showing them mine. Like I see you guys, so you don't feel left out.
Dude, that's awesome, man. And so now I am a very anxious human being. So, like, this moment here, like, if I was in your shoes or slippers and walking out down this runway with all the lights on me, everyone's staring at me, and I hear my family, I would feel like so much pressure when I would just drop to the ground. Did that give you more motivation?
Yeah. That always gives me more motivation now. I mean, maybe when I was younger and I was first fighting back then, but now I need that. I need to hear my sister screaming, my pop, my brother, and everybody. I just like it gives me strength, for sure.
I mean, that's got to be great. That's got to be such an amazing feeling. You go in there, you're all pumped up. Now, when the fight did start out, and it was kind of a little a rough start watching him. What was going through your mind then? So you had to walk out. You heard your family, the whole deal. Were you like, hey, I can't let my family down now, or you're like, oh, just stay patient, stay calm?
No, I just try to always just be that person that I know I can be because I put in a lot of work in this game and I work so hard. So there's only one thing left to do after you work so hard, you know? It's just time to do what you do. So this is what I've been doing for so long. And they believe in me a lot. You know, they know I could do great things. So when you have a good circle and people that believe in you, and all you got to do is just believe in yourself, and then it's great to have people always to believe in you, you know, because they're always going to keep you up. So you need people to believe in you. And, yeah.
I'm sure you have a lot of people believing in you now, man. You're 5-0. I mean, you got the extended contract now with Bellator. It's great. What about the guys at the gym? What are they? I mean, are they all pumped up? They busting chops? What are they saying to you?
Yeah, we got a bunch of studs at the gym right now. So it's cool. Like I feel like I'm fitting in with the studs finally.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be some feeling, right? Guys you've looked up to that you're just training with each and every day, and then all of a sudden here you are 5-0 with an extended contract. The sky's the limit. They got to be really proud of you.
Yeah, they're looking at me like, oh shit, you know, this kid could be something. I was doing this for so long to where like nothing was going on. I was just like training. I was doing like amateur boxing, kickboxing. I was kind of like everywhere at one point. And to just find a home in MMA and to be successful finally and to have all this hard work pay off and to just have these guys notice me that I looked up to for most of my life, it's dope. It feels like I'm finally cracking those doors open that I'm trying to get through, and I feel like it's starting to happen now. So I just gotta just keep my head on right and just keep working as hard as I possibly can and put everything that I have into this. And that's all I could do at the end of the day. So that's all I will do. I'm just gonna work my hardest, believe in myself, and just give them hell.
I mean, it's a great story. I see in the chat they're saying hard work pays off. I mean, it sure does. I mean, if there's any advice you got to give people, right? Hard work, I guess, right? What would be the advice you would give?
Consistency, man. Just to stay at it and just keep going and try to get as much matches and much experience and much, just matches. Yeah, like fights or tournaments. If you want to do MMA, get jiu-jitsu tournaments or just get amateur MMA fights and just keep doing it and like find yourself and find what works for you. And have a good mindset.
Yeah, this is amazing. So when are you looking to get back out there?
I'm thinking it's gonna be June, so I would like for it to be sooner, but you never know. So I'm just staying ready. But I heard that I don't know if they're gonna keep me local and keep me in the Mohegan Sun, or I don't know if they're gonna want to have me fight some guy in like Ireland. I don't really know yet, but I'm thinking it's gonna be local, and if it is, the next local card at the Mohegan Sun is gonna be in June. So that's what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, I mean, that would make. I know they have a lot of cards at Mohegan, so you would be a perfect fit to go back over there and do your thing. It's funny. There's someone in the chat right now saying, "Mas, this guy is legit. I checked his Instagram pics with Sarah and Longo. You train with those guys? What? No." I guess I didn't do any research, but I mean, yeah. What do you think when people see you and like, holy shit, you come from Law MMA, you're with Sarah Longo, the whole deal. With these killers over there in the gym. How do you do you throw that at people or like in the beginning, or you wait for them to find out for themselves?
Oh, like regular people?
Yeah, like, so say if you're like, oh, hey, what do you do? Yeah, I fight. I'm 5-0, whatever. Do you say, by the way, I train at this place?
Yeah, I always end up telling them where I train because I feel like they always ask that. They're like, oh, so what school do you go to? Like, can I go to this school? I'm like, yeah, I train in the Garden City with Longo. And Matt's there, so I feel like I always end up saying it.
Yeah. And what did Ray say after the fight? I mean, he must have been besides himself, huh?
Yeah, Ray was happy for sure. He just likes to see his students do their thing, man. He likes to see us all do well. So we're all like his kids in the gym. It's funny. He wants to see us all succeed and do great.
It's so awesome, man.
Your thing, he's gonna be happy with you.
It really
don't help you get better. So it's a win-win situation.
You brought up something about where I'm going to be next and fighting next, and you brought up Ireland. And what do you think about that crowd? I mean, that crowd is bonkers, huh?
Yeah, I would love to fight in Ireland. I love to fight in like those big areas. I feed off the crowd, so like I could imagine like that many people would be fucking breathtaking. It'd be awesome. I love it.
That's one thing Bellator is doing great, man. I don't understand why the UFC, they got to get their asses back in Ireland. Ireland I feel like you're at a rock concert. I want to go so bad just to feel that energy. I mean, the crowd singing throughout the entire event. Going in there, you're probably going to be the enemy, right? Going in there, you probably fight one of their prospects or something like that. How do you think it'd be received?
That's true, actually. I don't know. It would be the same. I would just be like, fuck you. I would probably just be more venom in me. I'd be like, guys, I'd be sticking a little finger like, fuck you.
So basically embrace the heel, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you're the good or the bad guy.
And if you love me and you support me, I'm going to take that and use that. If you hate me, I'm going to use that even more. I'll be like, fuck you. I'm going to want to kill you guy right in front of you guys.
I love it, man. I love the attitude. So what do you think about what's going on in the news here? I got a big face on my thumbnail, and it's Cain Velasquez, running around shooting people. But now that the story unfolds, it sounds like a lot of people probably would have done the same thing, if not worse. What do you think about this guy? I mean, a legend, UFC legend, going out there and getting in a little trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of funny how it all worked out. Because I remember at first it was he was just they were just oh, he got arrested. And then it was why did Cain get arrested? And then it was oh, he shot somebody. And I was everybody was in the comments, they were like, "Oh, CTE, right?" Like that was a joke. Like CTE gets you angry. Because the whole like Anthony Hernandez thing, whatever his name is. You know what I mean? The CTE thing. You heard about that?
That's what I thought. That's the first thing that went to my mind.
The CTE thing, and then come to find out, he had someone was molested or something. One of his family members.
Yeah.
So everybody's changing up. They're like, "Oh, he's not a bad. He didn't lose his mind." He's like, "This might be." I just think I don't understand why he would shoot somebody. I don't think someone like him. I don't think he should be around people that have guns. Like, it's not good to be around guns and stuff like that. It's only gonna get you in trouble. I think he could have handled it better, honestly. But I'm not Cain Velasquez, you know. But I think it doesn't look that good. Like, but he has a good reason now. It doesn't look as bad because no one should be getting molested. I'd want to kill someone that did that to my family member.
I mean,
but
go ahead.
You just gotta do it the right way. Like, there's better ways to deal with things. You can't just. I don't know why he's even around a gun. You know, he shouldn't be around a gun. He should call the cops. You know, do the right thing.
So the story now is, well, this is what I pulled from. I don't know, maybe something else is going to unfold while I'm on air. But apparently, some people are saying it was his daughter, and this guy apparently 100 times was molesting this girl in some sort of bathroom or something like that. And he was on his way to get an ankle bracelet to on house arrest. I mean, I don't know why this guy's not in fucking jail. And he was with his stepfather. I'm not sure whose stepfather it was. But, yeah, when Cain unloaded, like he was ramming the car or something, trying to get these guys to pull over, and he shot the wrong guy. He shot the stepfather. I mean, the story is completely crazy, but it's funny that you say, why is he around a gun? Why is he shooting this guy? He's fucking Cain Velasquez. You would think he could just kill this guy in 2 seconds because he's Cain Velasquez with his fists, right? So it is weird that he chose to use a gun, right? That is a bizarre choice.
Yeah, I mean, he might not be around some of the best people, but that's really messed up, dude. I feel bad to hear that. That's terrible.
Yeah.
But it's just so weird. Why is that guy not in prison? Like you said, he's got an ankle bracelet. What is that gonna do? You know?
It's nuts. I'm trying to wait for this thing to unfold and find out all the details. It is a bizarre story. But right now I'm leaning towards Cain's side. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. I don't even want to imagine. But I mean, it just, like, something so horrible. Like, how is a guy walking the streets? You're going to want to take the law in your own hands.
Yeah, I'm definitely on Cain's side, dude. I wouldn't want. That's terrible to have that happen to your daughter. So
many sick people.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, anyway, how are you going to keep your head screwed on straight? You're going to go around shooting people, or like what's going on with you? Like when you become that superstar, I mean, you're right there, but when you become the Cain Velasquez level, I mean, champion, the whole deal, how are you going to keep it all together?
That's a good question, actually. Honestly, I kind of had like a stint in my life, like before all this happened. I've been through a lot of shit. I don't really want to say all of it, but I've been through a lot of shit already, and I've learned from it already. So for me to become a star and then go do that stuff again, that would be asinine. So it's just simple now. The road is simple for me. And I don't know. I'm just going to stick around my pops, just stick around my circle and talk to them. I have a good group of friends that they're always looking out for me. You know, they're not afraid to say nothing. They're like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, shit, you're right. I'll fix it, you know?
So
I just be a good role model, if anything, for kids, for people out there.
Without getting into details, but you were a kid, you got into a lot of trouble, you're saying?
Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble when I was like around 19, 20, probably, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're just trying to find yourself, huh?
Yeah, I just kind of was like, fuck it. I just like went off the deep end for a second.
You know, the fact that you did go to that dark place probably explains why you're doing so well in this career path that you've chose, right? I mean, is that something that you let out in the cage when you're competing? Do you try to channel that kind of anger or confusion or whatever when you're in the cage?
Let me see. I don't know. It's just all the hard work I put in. I wouldn't want it to just go to waste. So, like, anyone in the gym could tell you how long I've been doing this and how fucking bad I want it. So to let it all go to waste would be stupid. So I don't want to have any regrets after a fight. I want to know that I gave it my all. I trained my hardest. And, yeah, I just give it my all. Really, just everything I can give you, I'm gonna throw it at you. You know.
Well, according to your mother in the chat, she's going to keep you in check.
Yep.
Would you find yourself a mama's boy or a papa's boy?
Probably. I don't know. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Not who you like better. Like me personally, I'm a mama's boy. There's no doubt about it. I love my dad to death, but who do I run to when I'm in trouble? I run to mom. I call her up and see what's going on. So mom or dad, who you run to?
Just my dad. I mean, my dad's always there for me, help me train and stuff. But my mom is there, awesome too. I go home, she makes me feel great. You know, she takes care of my boo-boos.
All right, you heard that? Mommy likes dad better. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But that's cool, man. You got some parents that are like supporting what you do. How are your parents while you're in there? Like, I mean, you're fighting, right? I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, you're your dad's son, so your dad, you know, of course he doesn't want to see you get hurt, but it's probably such a proud moment to see you in there. Your mom, on the other hand, I mean, is it the same feeling, or is she like...
No, you know what's cool? My mom is that I feel like she knows, like, how I'm feeling. Like, it's funny, like, before a fight, I'll get the same feeling. Like, I'll be like, I just feel good, you know? And, like, my mom, like, she even says, like, before I'm going to fight, she was like, I just had no nerves anymore. Like, I just knew you were going to win. And we have that connection. So I'm going to just try to make mama keep feeling like that. Just keep knowing I'm going to win.
There you go.
Just make her proud. Make her not have to worry. You know, just show her that I'm taking over this sport with ease. And I'm just going to kill it. So
that's a good way to look at it, man. There's someone in the chat, the Carrie Show, a friend of our show, who says... he's definitely a good-looking guy, LOL. It looks like the ladies are going crazy for you in the chat. Still with your girlfriend?
Yes.
So Carrie, pause off. Stay away. He's a spoken-for man. I mean, look at this. The girl's crawling out of the shadows from under the rocks. I mean, throwing them. How are you going to keep those horse blinders on?
Just stick in the gym. Just stay in the gym.
That's probably your best bet. So as soon after this fight, you got back into training, or you took some time off?
I think I took like a few days off. My hand was hurting a little bit, and then I kind of was just having fun with my friends, probably for like 2 days, and then I was back like Wednesday.
By having fun with your friends, what are we doing? We're hitting the bars, the clubs. What's going on here?
Nah, my friends don't really go to the clubs. We just hang out. We all meet up. We grab a few beers, and then we talk at like a dinner table. Like, we went to some restaurant together. We're just talking, having a good time. You know, they say they're proud of me, blah, blah, blah. To the top we go. Then they leave, and then I'm with, like, usually with my girl. And then I'm with my buddy, like, Jeff. And then who else? Yeah, just my girl and Jeff this time. We were just hanging out. We just walking around at casinos, getting donuts for mom, pops, Krispy Kreme donuts. And then we just drive back to New York. Then I come home. I get the big celebration from everybody. They all like happy to see me, give me hugs. Like, oh my God, great job. My brother's dapping me up, give me a hug. Everybody's so happy to see me. And that just shows that I have a great circle. You know, like, I could be out in the club, you know, doing stupid shit, but instead I'm just right back to my loving family, right back to training. So I'm just trying to get better too. I'm not really even trying to go out and party and do none of that. I just want to get better because I know there's a lot more challenging stuff in front of me. It's awesome to get the contract, but also I have to sit down and just keep working hard and, you know, keep my mind sharp, even sharper than I am now. I have to keep getting better and better and leveling up because more challenges are coming.
It's pretty wild. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. I mean, your foundation's fantastic, so that seems like that's where the base of all this is, why this is all transpiring this way. But, like, I'm just trying to think about myself at 25, and I was a fucking hot mess. Like, I couldn't imagine being a 5-0 professional fighter just signed to a multi-fight deal with Bellator and holding it together. So it's actually kind of wild to see you here, a young man, and you're not even in the prime. Like, it's kind of wild. Is that where the hunger comes from? Is because you're not in your prime yet? You know you could only get better, and you want to just hit that point? That's what your main focus is?
No, I think it comes from me as an amateur, and just losing like a bunch of times as an amateur, and being like, fuck, like I know I'm better than this. And me as an amateur, I wasn't training as hard as I could. I was kind of just like half-assing it. And I wouldn't listen to my pops as much. I was more mature. I'd just be like, I don't want to listen to you. I'll go to my room. And then I learned to just start listening to my pops. He always wants to help me and stop doing stupid shit, because I was doing a lot of stupid shit when I was an amateur and I was boxing, like the Golden Gloves. I was like going out with my friends, partying. I had the wrong group of friends. I wasn't training hard, like I said. And then I just wanted to get rid of the bad friends, and I wanted to do it the right way. And I knew that once I go pro, I have to do it the right way. So then I was like, I always wanted to be undefeated as a pro. Like, even though I got a bunch of losses as an amateur, I was like, still not a pro yet. So, and then once I got rid of everyone bad, and then I started training the right way, that's when everything started to just turn around for me.
That's pretty wild. You know, we say this a lot. There's a guy like that fighter Islam Makhachev, and I make everyone's making comparisons to him and Khabib Nurmagomedov, and it just so happens Khabib's in his corner, right? But I said that one loss on his record is probably the best thing that happened to that guy. There's going to be a reason why he could surpass anything Khabib did, because he tasted the loss. He doesn't have to fear it. He doesn't have to retire early or whatever like that. He's been there, done it. So when you hit rock bottom, you could only go up, right? So that's the key, it sounds like.
Yeah, having a good amateur background and knowing what you're doing with yourself. And yeah, pretty much.
That's
having a lot of experience helps for sure, you know.
Absolutely. Well, when is the next fight? What do we talk about? What month are you looking to get back in there?
I think it's going to be June. Yeah.
June. Okay. All right, June, get ready. Justin Montalvo looking to kick some ass again. I want a quick prediction, and then we'll let you go here. And maybe we'll ask some questions in the chat. Rattle some questions real quick, because I know you have listen, you're in the gym, for God's sakes. You got to go home, you shower, do your thing, bang your girlfriend. I don't know what you're doing. But anyway, Mom's in the chat. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm kidding. It's a joke. There's a fight Saturday. Are you watching the UFC big pay-per-view, Colby Covington versus Jorge situation?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it for sure. I think Colby's going to win.
You think Colby's going to win? I agree. And what do you think about this whole beef? Do you think it's like all made up to sell pay-per-views, or are they legitimately hating each other?
Let me see. I know Colby is a big phony. Like, that's not really who he is. But I think Masvidal doesn't like that he's like that. I think Masvidal's like, dude, like, this fucking act's got to stop. And I think Colby's like, he's kind of fake. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people say he's not a good person. So I think it's real. Yeah.
It's interesting. Colby, I was watching Colby today, and he's saying how Masvidal's got to pay his child support. He's a deadbeat dad. He wasn't sleeping on his couch. He was sleeping on his ex-wife's couch. Like, I was like, damn, bro. Like, he has no chill to his comments.
Yeah. And, no, and Colby's all about that. He's going to talk shit to everybody he fights, because he wants to get those numbers up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can't blame him for that. It's pretty wild, man. It's strange. But, hey, I'm going to be watching. So, I mean, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be tuning in as well. All right, well, listen, Justin, I want to ask some questions in the chat. If you got it, give it to us right now. Let me know in the chat. What do you think about Justin Montalvo? 5-0, and he just signed a multi-fight deal in Bellator. This is really exciting. There's the tongue, the patented tongue. Look at that. The ladies love. That's why the ladies love you so much. You got that tongue. Who's your favorite fighter of all times from B-Man?
My favorite fighter of all time. Man, that is such a hard question, dude. Because I would have to say the most influential, and the very first is you could probably guess, can you?
Your first?
Yeah, fight like him.
Chris Weidman.
No.
No, I just want no. Chris, if you're watching, You're not his favorite, okay? All right, go ahead. Who is?
Chris knows who it is. You don't really don't.
Oh, Anderson the Spider Silva.
No, Nick Diaz.
Nick Diaz. Well, would you look at that? Nick Diaz, huh? What'd you think about his last performance?
No, it wasn't good, but I don't think he should have been in there at all.
I agree. Yeah, it's a shame. He was fun to, even in his last fight, though. It was damn fun to watch. You know, he didn't give a fuck.
That kick he came out with.
He's amazing. Both Diaz brothers, I love them to death, man. They're fantastic. Kendall wants to know in the chat, what's your favorite Matt Serra dad joke?
Matt Serra dad joke? I don't even know. Like, what is a dad joke?
Like a corny, cheesy joke that you would tell your kids.
Matt Serra? I don't even know. I can't even. Matt Serra is just too great. I can't even keep up with him. Like, the stuff he says is. He's always just like coming off the top with stuff. I can't even. It's too much. I don't even know.
He's got to be a trip. Who would be the clown of the gym? Like what fighter or anybody that's roaming around the gym over there between both Law or Sarah? Who would be the clown?
You know what's funny? I'm kind of slept on. Like, I'm actually really funny once you get to know me. So I would say the two funniest probably is either me or Al. I heard that Al's funny too, so it's either me or Al.
There you go. What does he think about Dylan Dennis?
I hate him. No, I think I don't know. I think he's what is he, 2-0?
I think so. Yeah, 2-0 sounds about right. He hasn't fought in like 17 years.
He's getting all this clout from his buddy Connor. I don't know. What do you think about him? He's like,
he's a prick. He seems like a prick. I mean, I don't know him, but I mean, I would imagine I don't know. Maybe it's who knows what the hell's going on with that guy. But it is annoying.
He might talk shit to me or something.
I mean, that's some guy. I mean, if a name like that. Is there anyone on the Bellator roster that you're like salivating to fight?
Not really. I mean, honestly, no. I don't really call anybody out. I just honestly what I've been going with lately is. The first person they give me, I just say yes, and that's it.
There you go.
Yeah, so whoever's the first person they give me, because they will have someone for me, and I'm just gonna say yeah.
What does Scott Coker smell like?
I've met him one time. Actually, I just walked past him.
Oh, okay. Next time, sniff him for us. Just say it's for the MMA-Holes.
Yeah. He smells like Coca-Cola.
Scott Coca-Cola. Have you ever suffered an injury mid-fight from Real Gamer?
Mid-fight. I got poked in the eye. I got cut. Does that count?
I mean, yeah. What does an eye poke feel like? I mean, an eye poke sucks, but in an MMA fight, does it feel any worse? Like, what's going on? That's got to be terrible.
I got poked in the eye for one fight. It was so weird. I got poked in the eye and cut, and like I barely got hit in the fight. It was so weird. Like, so the guy was mad cool too. He's mad respectful. He poked me in the eye, and he's just like, "Oh, my bad." He said, "My bad," mid-fight. And I'm just like, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm still like in my fighting stance. I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. I didn't stop. I could have probably went to the ref and be like, my eye, but I don't think like that, you know.
I mean, who else bad would it be? I mean, of course it's his bad, right? I mean, well, why would he? I mean, that's crazy. Jesus. What do you think about gloves with the closed fronts? Should they go to something like that, or do you like the gloves the way they are?
Bellator kind of has a closed front, right?
Well, it's curved a little more, yeah. But what do you think about like mittens?
Nah, I don't like that.
Like knitted mittens. All right. Do you pray before a fight? From Anthony Guevara.
Yeah, we do kind of like a prayer. I do a prayer with my mom, my dad, and we used to do it with my grandma. But my brother comes, and we kind of circle around, and we do a prayer together. We hold each other's hands. We do one before I leave to every fight. So. There
you go. And you're Catholic or Christian, or what are you?
I think I'm Catholic.
You think? That's the right answer. I think. I don't know. Who knows?
Or religious, but.
So basically, you pray just because it's the right thing to do. You feel, or it's a family thing.
Yeah, my mom loves to pray, and she's very religious.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with religion, because how is one God better than the other God, right? But and if you're fighting, why would God prefer you over into someone else? What makes you better for? I mean, I don't know. How does that work?
We kind of just say just to keep me safe, just to keep him safe, you know.
Fair enough. Okay, see, that makes sense. Some people after a fight say, "I'd like to thank God," but
No.
how are you going to thank him? Because he made the other guy too. No.
A cunt. Oh yeah, Jesus loves uppercuts. Right?
Jesus is my biggest fan. Yeah, I'm gonna get you in trouble. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Anyway. Hey Justin, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Any movies you're looking for? You gonna see the Batman or something? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Batman Sunday with my buddies.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that movie. I got to get a babysitter, but I'm dying. 3 hours. You gonna be able to hold in your urine? How's that work?
Hours? Sheesh. I don't know. I was kind of like, what do you think about the guy playing Batman? I know he was in the Twilight movie. I think he looks good though. I think he might kill it, honestly. But I don't think he's as buff as the other ones, the other guys.
What's wild is now you got me. Now I could talk another hour with you about this. I am obsessed, because at first I'm like, that's the sparkly vampire guy, but the reviews are so freaking good, and they're saying this is the like manliest Batman out of them all. I'm like, Robert Pattinson's the manliest Batman? How does that work? But they say,
kind of looking at him, I was just like, he looks like he can play like a killer, like dark role. I think it's going more in like the dark Batman. I think it's gonna be sick.
Do you think Jesus is a Batman fan or a Spider-Man fan?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Okay. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but I got to be honest with you. I love a horror movie. And what's your favorite genre of movie?
It's weird. I'm kind of weird with movies. I would think I really like scary movies too. And I just like good movies. I like comedies. I can't say I like all action movies because some of them are boring, but if it's like The Departed or like The Town, you know, something like that, those are great. Or like I used to watch Indiana Jones, my pops. I like Indiana Jones, the older ones, like Raiders of the Lost Ark. What else? Trying to think.
I tell you what, it sounds like we have the same taste in movies. I like what you're saying here. It's fantastic. Favorite porn star? Do you have a porn star that you prefer?
Sheesh. Let me think.
Someone put adult films in the chat, so I figured I'd ask.
I'm gonna just go Riley Reid.
Riley Reid. There you go. There you go. Well, listen. I mean, you said it all tonight. I can talk to you about movies for hours.
That one. All right. Anything for MMA-Holes.
There you go. All right, Mom's in the chat. Mom, your favorite porn star now. You can answer in the chat right now, and we go full circle. Anyway, we're just horsing around here. Star Wars or Star Trek? Raw D wants to know in the chat.
I'm sorry, man. I'm really not a big fan of like Star Wars. Or Star Trek. I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like all that nerdy shit. Well, you like that stuff? I respect it.
No. Well, I got to be honest. When I was a kid, I liked Star Trek, like the old Star Trek when I was a kid. My mom liked it. The Next Generations and all this other stupid shit. No, I'm not into that. Although, I'm a sucker for Star Wars. I am sucker for Star Wars, but it's not my favorite.
Like a little bit, actually. I like Chewbacca. I like Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, Harrison Ford is the coolest guy in the world, right? I mean, that guy, he's the best.
Yeah, he's dope.
Is there an actor? What actor would play you in a movie?
Oh, that's a great question. I'd want it to be like, oh man, what's that dude from Wolf of Wall Street? He goes,
DiCaprio?
Nah, I love DiCaprio. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm gonna go with DiCaprio. Actually.
Are you thinking McConaughey? Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah. I like McConaughey too a lot.
Can you give me an all right?
All right.
That's a great movie. It's probably one of my top favorites. Like, The Wolf of Wall Street is one of the most rewatchable movies ever.
Yeah, I love that movie too.
When we had Sam Alvey on, we asked him about his favorite genre of movie, and he says musicals.
Oh gosh, that's funny. My girl loves musicals, and I fucking hate them so much.
Yeah, I was shocked, but I would never say anything nasty to Sam Alvey because he punched my head, across the room. So I would never say anything horrible. I was like, what?
Yeah, I just hate musicals.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. If Batman breaks out in a song in the middle of the movie, will you walk out of the theater?
Yeah, that's it. I'm going home.
All right. Well, listen, Justin, man. You know what? One day we'll have you on. We'll talk no fighting. Let's just talk fucking movies and TV. What do you say?
I'm fucking down.
All right. One more question. My mom texted me before I went live. There's a new Viking show on Netflix. You have a Viking haircut. Would you be into that show?
Maybe. I might have to check it out.
You ever watch any of those Viking movies or shows? You ever checked any of that stuff out?
No, but I know that's funny because I think Matt Serra was talking about a Viking show a while back that he was really liking.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll watch it, and it'll be a good conversation starter with Matt.
Well, you also have the Manimal too. He thinks he's a Viking, right? If I'm not mistaken, isn't he? Does he worship?
He likes the whole like Odin thing.
Yeah.
Thor and stuff.
Does he like get into that whole thing in the gym? Does he start praising Odin and Odin and sacrificing?
It's a Thor rash guard, right? And there's this person called Champ Ally Quinta on it's like a fan page of Al, but she started like branching out to like all of us. She's really cool. She makes like the best drawings, and she made a drawing of me as Thor with like the hammer, and he got jealous, man. Well, because he saw it. He's at the gym, like, calling me out. He's like, oh, I'm the real Thor.
Is he looking to get back in the cage? I mean, he keeps talking about that last fight, which was fantastic, but he doesn't. Is he going back in or no? Is he done?
I think he might have one more.
Really? Well, that'd be fun if you guys are on the same card together, right?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That would be awesome. I got a couple of donations here. Hold on a second. This is from, hold on. Luck the Gambino subscribed. Thank you for the subscribe, Luck the Gambino.
Thank you, Luck.
Yeah, look at that. You brought in some good luck over here. We have someone, Kendall Volker, has a donation.
Thank you.
Ah, super chat.
And this is what she says.
Great interview. WW.
Look at that. Great interview.
Thank you.
Another young lady that might, you never know. I mean, if things go, listen, your girlfriend is a very nice girl. I would never do that to her. She's fantastic. Is she with you again now or no?
No.
Okay. Oh, just okay. All right. I see how it is. All right. Anyway, we got one more donation here. This is from
super
B-Man, a 999. Thank you, B-Man, for the 999.
Awesome interview. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, everyone's liking the interview. Awesome. I remember the last interview we did, someone was like, man, why does everyone from New York either seem drunk, tired? This is some funny stuff. And I was like, wow. I did look tired. So I was like, next interview, I'm killing it.
Well, listen, I don't know. I could fucking talk to you forever. I don't know why. I guess I can relate with the movies. Maybe that's what it is. And you shave your bush. So that's good. Yeah. Anyway, Justin, thanks for coming on. Hey, if there's any last words to the people or the next fight, you could always come back on. But what do you got to say to the MMA holes right now? Dude,
I love it here. I love the interviews. I love the questions you give. I love the fans donating. I love it, man. And to all my fans, if you watch me and support me, I appreciate every last one of you, for real. And I just want to motivate everybody. So you could always hit me up on IG, and I'll try to help you guys in any way I can, or I'll just send you my love.
There you go. Look at that, virtual kisses. And the Instagram is kid underscore
KIDD_ Marvelous, or just type in Justin Montalvo and Kid Marvelous will pop up. That's a lot easier to do it that way.
Well, Justin, I'm a big fan, man, and congratulations. I'm really proud of you getting your 5th win, the new contract, the whole deal. Can't wait for your next fight. Next time you got something coming, come right back on the show. What do you say?
Thank you, man. I'd love to be back on.
All right, Justin. Have a great night. Justin, Kid Marvelous, Montalvo, live on the MMA-Holes. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on. Real nice kid, man. So easy to root for. Go check out his fight, too. It was fun. On Bellator's YouTube channel, He was on the prelim, so you can see for free. This man should be on the main card. I don't know what the hell is going on. But free on Bellator. Check it out. Like we said, it was a little bit of a rough start, but that's what made the finish so much fun. It was wild, man. He cracks him with this combo. My man was just like, I don't want to fight anymore. And Justin now is four finishes out of his 5 unblemished wins. I mean, that was fantastic over there. So looking forward to it. Thanks for Mom. Maritza, come back anytime. Appreciate your company and the rest of the Montalvo family. You did a great job with Justin. You know, it's cool. Listen, I'm from New York. I mean, we live in Arizona now, but no matter what, my heart, you know, I feel it. Like, I feel that New York vibe. So it's so cool to see guys come out of New York and have some success. It's a lot of fun to see, and especially a class act like Justin. So congratulations to Justin. Go give him a follow. Kid Marvelous. So it's kid_marvelous_. All right. We have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. As you could see our thumbnail, Cain Velasquez in some trouble here. And it's a wild story, crazy story. You got Covington versus Masvidal. The press conference is tomorrow. We'll react to it live on the channel here tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell as well. If you haven't hit the like button on this stream, please hit the like button. That would be nice of you to do. And we have plenty of stories to get to. Before we get to those stories, I'm going to take a quick break. And then when we come back on the other side, we'll bring back a little Jesse. We'll hit the news. Plenty of show left. So we'll see you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let's be honest, when it comes to underwear, there's nothing more important than comfort. Why empty your pockets for generic underwear that loses comfort, quality, and style when you can slip into a pair of Sheath and get even more out of your daily wear? With Sheath underwear, you can treat your jewels like royalty as they are given their own private sanctum, keeping them secure and you in a state of bliss. Get 20% off Sheath now using promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES with the link in the description below.
And for the ladies?
Absolutely! Sheath isn't just for men. Ladies can now experience Sheath's style, comfort, and functionality too. Sheath for women is crafted using a signature modal elastane fabric blend for form-fitting breathability that will not affect the natural pH environment or the microclimate of the skin while producing that long-lasting, unimpeded comfort. Use promo code MMA-Holes, MMA-HOLES for 20% off at sheathunderwear.com.
All right, baby. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you to our sponsors. Appreciate you guys supporting the show. A big shout out to B-Man. Yo, B-Man came in hot tonight. B-Man came in hot tonight. Thank you, B-Man, for the donations, Kendall. And thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you to everyone that hit the like button. Let's talk about Cain Velasquez. Ex-UFC champ Cain Velasquez allegedly tried to shoot man suspected of molesting relative in the Bay Area. Woo! Thank you, B-Man, for the update, by the way. They're playing the Blues. I know. By doing this show, I miss a lot of Ranger games, and it makes me very upset. It's a sad story. Heroic, really, bro. He didn't even shoot the right guy. He enraged a bunch of innocent people. Said Scott MC. Yeah, it's wild. So as the story unfolds, we're finding out that the guy that he intended to shoot was the wrong guy. And then that raises some questions, like, what in the holy hell, if you're upset, you're going to F someone up, make sure you F up the right person. Even if he did shoot the right person, he's still going to be in a lot of trouble, right? You're not Batman. You're not a vigilante. You can't be going out. You just can't do that. But in these circumstances here, how can you blame Cain Velasquez? Now they're saying all the reports are saying relative, but then people on Instagram, I'm not going to put the picture up on here. I just don't think it's right. And honestly, Ali Abdelaziz and these other guys that are doing it too, I know they mean well. I don't know if anyway, that's a story for another time. But I guess they mean well, most of the people. Putting the picture up of the girl, why? Like all the articles are, a close, relative. You don't have to, if it's his daughter, you don't have to. And now they're saying one report says it's his son. I would say this, no matter who it is, it's wrong. Especially an underage fucking kid, it's horrific. The stories are saying it's like 100 times that this guy molested this kid in the bathroom. It's mind-boggling that a human being walks this earth and is capable of doing that. And I understand why Cain Velasquez, no matter what the relation is, why he would go to an extreme to seek revenge. As soon as I found out, more of the story, that's the first thing I thought. I'd probably kill the person. So I think that's Cain's motive. What's weird is he's a professional fighter. He was a champion in the UFC. The guy could probably take him and smush his head together, like beat the living shit out of him. I'm curious why he said, okay, let's get the gun. Was Cain Velasquez going to try to shoot this guy and get the hell out of Dodge? And was that the plan? And then there was stories saying that he was ramming the truck. Well, then if that's the case, why even bother with the shooting part of the deal? Wait for him to get the brace. He's not going anywhere. He's going to have a bracelet around his ankle, but maybe people are going to be watching him. So I don't know. Or maybe Cain just said, hey, I'm getting this gun and I'm going to fucking kill this guy. I don't know what the deal is. You can't really be running around doing that, but how could you blame the man? Defending a poor, innocent child in a situation like that is just, it's unthinkable. Being a father myself, I pit in my stomach every time, the story pops up on my news feed and Twitter or whatever. So we were saying free Cain on the social media. I see it in the chat as well, and I still believe it. Someone got hurt, but no one died. Everyone's going to be fine. Hopefully justice is served with this fucking guy. Cain Velasquez, what happens to him is the question. He did shoot an innocent guy, a guy that really didn't really have too much to do with it, although he was driving the guy to get his bracelet apparently. So I don't know what the story is about that. We still need more to unfold about this issue, but I want to hear from the chat. He can claim CTE. Yeah, Duke, that's the first, my buddy texted me and that was the first thing I thought. It was wild when the story started to unfold when we were live on air. A lot of people were yapping about it on Monday. And, we were just kind of dismissive of it because we didn't know what happened. We hear there was a shooting. We weren't sure if Cain got shot. Did he do the shooting? And if he did do the shooting, CTE is like the first thing that jumps in anyone's head, because we've seen this over and over again. But as we hear the story, there's no real CTE involved in a situation like this. This guy is just being a man. I mean, maybe he didn't make the right decisions and how, but at the same time, is there a right decision? Is there a right way to handle something like this? Curious. Let's see what the chat has to say. What state did this happen in? If it's Florida, he is good to go. If it's in Cali, he's fucked. Yeah, it was San Jose, I think. Guys, Cain will not go to jail. I think he's there without bail, though. Holy hell. Celebs don't go to prison. Nothing else needs to be said. Sorry if any members of his family touch his kids. They're disowned. We got D-Rest coming in.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Hey, Raging Al.
Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd. Got MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
I predict Montalvo will be in the UFC putting the MMA-Holes on the big screen.
Whoa. Man, oh man, that's a bold prediction. But what if he brings Bellator to the next level? Maybe he becomes that superstar that Bellator is dying to need. I mean, Bellator's got a couple of guys that are fleeing. Who knows what's in store for Montalvo, man? Maybe the sky's the limit. I mean, maybe he puts Bellator on his shoulders, does his own thing. But I see big things for Justin too, man. I mean, on top of him being a good fighter, he's a class act. Time Splitter, welcome back. In jail, guys. Who are there for going after diddlers? Is Cool Guy Day 1. Bellator Big Screen. Cain 2024. Hey, if this pedo's dad raised his son right to point that he doesn't get off forcing himself onto children, then he wouldn't have became collateral damage in response. That what kind of English? I kind of get the gist of what you're saying. You're blaming Pop. But what kind of English did you pull? What in God's name? Come on, Eddie. I had a guy chase me once because he thought I blew a kiss at his little girl. I was driving by and spit out the window, but in his mind, I blew a kiss at his 6-year-old. It was crazy. Oh, my God. I tell you what, yeah, I mean, I could understand how a dad would see red and like, bro, what the fuck? What a story. Thank you, D-Rest and B-Man, everyone, for the donation. What a story. Could you imagine? So what was happening? The guy was just freaking out, swerving at you. The crazy part is he still might get a lot of time in jail. Yeah, they're saying he could get life. He can get fucking, I mean, I don't think he's going to get life in jail for it. But, I mean, so, yeah, so there's a bunch of things going out there. People are making T-shirts so Cain could afford, his lawyers, and it's a crazy situation. But, like, Justin Montalvo comes on, and it did make mention of, like, why get the gun? Like, if you can't shoot straight, what are you doing? But then again, if you're driving and cars are swerving, it's going to be tough to hit your target. But then why are you shooting out of your truck? Like, there was a lot of... Here's the problem. I mean, he's seeing red. I mean, there's no way of sugarcoating what Cain did, really. If you think about, like, if you put aside why he was doing it, he literally was driving recklessly, bucking shots. So there's no way to really defend that. So I guess if you're going by the law, you can't say, well, it was a pedophile, so it's okay. You just can't be doing that, And if he was, like I see bad shot in the chat, what if he was a good shot and he killed the guy? The world would be a better place, yes, because you're one less pedophile on this earth. But if he fucking killed the man, it's GTA shit, yeah. I mean, Cain, thank God he was a bad shot. Or maybe he wasn't shooting to kill the man. He was shooting to severely hurt the guy. I don't know what. I would love to hear the story from Cain. It's crazy, man. This is a wild situation. Wild situation. When you all the stories that are coming out there as a we had a gentleman, I won't say the name, he's in the chat right now, I won't say his name, but he was saying it was a gay love triangle.
Wonderful.
That was a theory that was floating around. I mean, what's going on here? But it seems like the story is, the gentleman that he was going for is clearly a pedophile and did some horrific stuff. So very poor judgment. That stepdad of a weirdo is probably just as terrible as him. You know what's funny, Brett? Like, we don't know for sure, but I went there too. My mind went exactly like, what kind of fucking piece of shit is this guy? Son, stepson, you really shouldn't have been fiddling that kid 100 times. Let's go get your bracelet now and keep you at home. Oh shit, it's Cain Velasquez. He's smashing into us. Pedophile stepson. Put your seatbelt on. It's going to be a bumpy light. Oh, fuck, pedophile stepson. I'm shot. Cain Velasquez, stop shooting me. Thank you. Thank you. It's why we get to pay the big bucks here on the MMA-Holes. I mean, we bring these stories to life. Let's see what we got in this chat. Why is that 43-year-old man living in his daycare house? I know. What is that about? Well, it kind of makes sense, right? It's perfect for him. He's preying off of children. It's nuts. Stepfather should have disowned him when he was arrested. Yeah, I agree. And was he let out on bail? Like, what was going on here? Like, how is he walking the streets? My neighbor at my apartment caught some dude trying to steal his catalytic converter and shot him in the stomach. He didn't kill the guy, but he's still facing 8 to 17 years. Oofa.
Wonderful.
His lawyer will claim temporary insanity due to the situation and he'll get a more lenient sentence. A dad killed a pedo in front of 2 cops that had been molesting his son during karate practice. He got off on community service and 2 years probation.
So well, it depends which state you're in, right? His lawyer will claim temporary insanity due to the situation. He'll get more. And you got to think CTE on top of, like, if he does play the CTE card, not like he has it, but if he does play that card and has some doctor saying, well, it could be the trauma from fighting and he was putting a traumatic experience with his, family member, probably will get off, or serve minimum time or something. Kind of makes sense. By the way, if you just jumping in, we had Justin Montalvo on, Bellator prospect, 5-0 fighter. If you want to see the interview, run it back when the stream's over. Right now, we're talking about Cain Velasquez, former UFC champion, in a little bit of hot water in a bizarre situation. Underneath our video right now, we have a little thing with a scissor. You could actually clip the streams now. Finally, I mean, the YouTube was unloading this on every other YouTube channel. For some reason, it didn't do ours. Now you have the opportunity to clip away. So you could clip little snippets, like that little like that little recap, my theater that I gave you guys. I mean, you could clip anything. Reactions, donations, phone calls, clips from interviews. Underneath, just hit that little scissor, clip the part out. We'll see it. And I guess it helps get the word out for the show. But have fun with it. I want to see your best clips. Drunk Savage had some pretty good ones that he threw out there. So the little scissor, play around with it. When we get the notifications, I will watch all your clips. And thank you guys. Appreciate everyone that shares the streams and does all that fun stuff. And hits the like button. Thank you for that as well. So Cain Velasquez, what's going to happen? Will he face some big time over there? Did he do the right thing? Did he do the wrong thing? There was a person on Twitter. There's always one of these guys. Let me just show you this guy. On my Mystic, I made sure I tweeted this. Look at this. I do a tweet on my fucking personal account. I get some likes. Anyway, my personal Twitter account is @MossMystic. Go give me a follow on Twitter. And our business one is @the MMA-Holes. We also have JBM's account as well. You see all 3 of our accounts over there. But anyway, I made sure to do this on here because I didn't want to push this opinion out through the, what's it called? on Twitter as the business, because what if it was received the wrong way? It seems like it's received nice, so that's nice to know. But anyway, most comments I agree with over here. But then there's this clown. If he shot the right guy, I'd agree. ... Now, basically, if he'd shot, it's if he shot. But I guess, grandma is not as, I don't know. Maybe he's not an English major. I don't know. But like, really, dude, if he shot the right guy, I'd agree. Wah. Like, look at, and I'm like, I take a look at his account. Look at this guy. Of course he would have a fucking mask on his fucking Twitter avatar. I mean, come on. Now, wonderful. I understand. The first thing I saw was the fucking... I mean, listen, bro, you're not getting the coronavirus through Twitter. This guy probably has a mask on because he's a pedophile as well. Defending... I am the savior of pedophiles. Is this the guy that he missed? I don't know. Anyway, Canadian Chris. Well, come on, bro. What are we doing? Snow chicken, snip away. Have some fun out there. Circumcise our streams. Anyway, yeah. So like you always got knuckleheads like this on the internet. You know? It's like, bro, I said free Cain Velasquez. I probably would have done worse. I mean, I think any man put in a situation where a relative, a child, was molested in a bathroom repeated times. Whoever the person was doing the molesting, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the hell that person is. Person's a piece of shit. And what would go through your mind if it's your child or your relative? Like, what would go through your fucking mind, Mr. Masked Canadian fuck-off? Like, what would you have done? I mean, seriously, most men that have little danglies between their legs would do something about it. Seriously. I probably would have done worse. Jesse knows. I mean, listen. There's a side of me that don't fuck with my family. Like, I am not, like, it's just not cool. And a kid, like, I couldn't even imagine. Now, I'm not running around saying, hey, let's go Wild West and start shooting everyone. No, I'm not saying that. But when you are, don't criticize unless you're put in a terrible situation like that. My brown friend, Cain Velasquez, now is facing jail time. Now, he didn't make the proper decisions. He didn't do this in a thought out way. But how do you know how you would handle something like this? You know, it's fucked up, man. It's crazy. Let's see. I like Ben Askren's response. What did Ben say? Let me see what Ben said. Let's see what Big Ben Askren. Funky Ben. Does that have something to do with crypto? Let's see. What Ben said. He's talking about Trump. This is March 1st. He tweets a lot, huh, Ben Askren? I guess he's got nothing better to do. All right, I don't know. What did he say? Maybe I missed it. Yeah, I don't know what he said. I'm sure it's fantastic. Where you lying, Maine? Brewster clearly Zabit Magomedov. I can never say his last name. I just say Zabit. Is the best looking UFC fighter. Yes, he is a very handsome man. Zabit. Abe Lincoln.
Wonderful.
Kainoto.
Even if he's convicted, he won't serve much time. Big names will go to bat for him. A jury will find it hard to convict him. His trunk was filled with cucumbers, which is why police thought gay shit was going on. Bad intel. Apologies, Moss.
His trunk was filled with cucumbers. Let me stop that lover's quarrel. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Wonderful.
When you get a chance, check out the Gary Blorch video on Count Dankula's channel. Or on any other place really. They interviewed the father as an old man that killed the pedo and asked, given that chance, would you do it again? He said, hell yeah.
Oh my God. That is sickening, man. That is sickening. Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Kainoto. What is this guy yelling about now? You're giving benefit of the doubt to pedos who rape children. Who? We're laughing emoji. Bro, what if someone raped Ellie? What would you... Eddie, what the
What did I
fuck?
just walk into?
Eddie Machete, are you fucking stupid? Are you? I mean, we know that. We know you are.
That's not even
but
funny.
like, what kind of stupid fucking thing are you talking about? Who am I? I'm defending pedos?
That's like legit not funny.
What the fuck are you talking about? You still be trying to justify accidentally shooting he pedo. All right, you're out of here. Fuck you. Get out of here.
Are you fucking kidding?
Get out of here. You're a fucking piece of shit. You know what? You've been screaming in our chat for like fucking 4 years. Like, what are you? You are a fucking piece of shit. Let me just say that, Eddie Machete. Okay? How about you fucking go caps lock that in someone else's chat? Get out of here, bro. I don't need you. Get out of here. Get out now. Where is it? Get out! Get out now! Get out! Get out now! Like, what the fuck? Dude, what are you on acid or something? Like, what is going on? You rambling bullshit. Who's defending pedophiles? You piece of shit. Like, go fucking caps lock somewhere else. Jesus, that guy,
cool,
the guy's
man.
been watching the show for like 4 years.
You're trying to make a point, whatever, make your fucking point, but don't use my daughter to do it.
Like,
Like,
what a
don't
piece of
fucking
shit.
Do that shit, man.
You are
Don't
like,
do that.
you are like scum. Scum. Could you imagine, like what the fuck kind of scumbag are you?
Baby who literally like was just brought into this world to make a point. Like, think about what you just fucking said.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. You don't use a child. You don't fucking use a child for fucking like what the fuck?
Point.
Holy shit. Start up the car. Let's go misfire and find Eddie Machete, for God's sakes. I mean, what kind of dumb
That's
fucking
not
punk
what I
are
needed
you?
to walk into.
Jesus Christ.
Wonderful,
It takes a lot to get banned here.
Obviously there is more to this story. Anyone that touches any of our kids is effing done for. Done. Respect to Cain for being a real one all the way through. You don't understand if you're not a parent. That whole family is sus. The stepdad too.
Yeah.
FM.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the stepdad, I don't, man, it's hard for me not to jump to conclusions. I know it's not politically correct to jump to those conclusions, but it is shady. Like, the whole thing is shady there. We do have to get more of the story, but I mean, I don't understand how this guy was living in a place, you know, that was a daycare center. Like, he literally lived there and was touching these kids or having them touch him or whatever the fuck was going on. Like, it's just wild, man. Wild. I don't know. I have zero tolerance. I chased the guy out of a mall that was beating off. There was a guy in a mall. At first we laughed, but he wasn't beating off to kids. He was beating off to everybody. Like, he was in this urinal next to us and we were pissing. And I looked over and I'm dying laughing. I'm like, look at this fucking clown. He's just jerking off. And then we left, and I told my boys to come in the bathroom, like, yo, check this guy out, right? And we were all laughing at him as he's beating off to us. And I left, and I was like, you know what? Who the fuck? He could be beating off to kids. So we went back in there, and the guy took off. There's some sick people out there, man. Some sick people. I mean, I don't know how you justify it. I don't know how you justify pedophilia. I understand that there are people with mental illness. I get it. But there's a line. If you cross the line, I feel like we should go back to the Wild West. I don't know.
Well, it's not even that there's a line. There's help. Like, there's help for people who have those sorts of thoughts. You know, like, it's out there. It's proven to work. You know, it's just those people have to get the help to make those thoughts go away. You know?
All right, well, let's get your opinion on this, because here's the problem. There's a couple of problems, and this is why I'm sure there's the other side that's gonna not defend the pedophile, but they're gonna say, "Hey, listen. Apparently, he was ramming the car. He's doing a little GTA action, right? Smashing into the car. The stepfather was driving. In the passenger seat was the gentleman that was the pedophile. He was going to get his bracelet and then go back to house arrest. So apparently, he was let out on bail or something. I don't know.
For what? What was he charged with? He's been charged before.
He's not supposed to be in the vicinity of children.
Oh,
right?
so he's been caught before.
Oh yeah. No, this guy's guilty.
Yeah, he has a history.
But apparently he's out and he's on house arrest. I don't know the complete details, but apparently he was going to get the bracelet, the ankle bracelet, go back home, and you're stuck. You're on house arrest, right?
How was he out in the first place to get a bracelet if he's on house arrest?
I don't know. Apparently stepdad had to go take him to get it. I don't know. That's the fucking
That's a little
story.
shady to me. Okay.
That's the story. That allegedly, right? So Cain, I guess,
Found
tracked
him
him down, right? Was collide into him. I guess wanted to pull over or whatever. I guess wasn't successful with that, so fired
How is
a
this
shot.
guy
Couple of
walking
shots.
this great green earth?
I don't know.
Not behind bars if he's been caught before. Like,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the courts take pedophilia like very seriously.
I feel like there's chunks of the story missing. I do. But what do you think about this? Like, what happens with Cain, right? He did go Wild West. He did, you know, there are laws in place. You can't, no matter who you are, you still shouldn't be shooting people, right?
I'm not the person to ask. Listen, I think,
what do you think?
From an outside perspective, as a parent, as someone whose job is to protect a little girl, I can't tell you what I would do if I fucking found out something like that happened to her. I mean, I don't even want to think about it.
What do you think? A little community service and get the hell out, right?
But as a logical, reasonable human being, you know, obviously the smart thing to do would be, you know, utilize the resources that we have in law enforcement and make sure that he gets his due, you know, whatever is due to him, right? That would be the smart thing to do. But like I said, when your whole life is revolved around protecting a little girl and you find out that that little girl, something happened to her that is just completely out of the realm of reason.
Or it could be a boy. I don't know who it is.
Or boy. You
They're
know, like,
jumping to the conclusions and saying it's his daughter.
It's impossible to think how you would react to that situation. In fact, you don't even want to think about that happening because it's just so fucking, it's so fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm trying to, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to remove myself. Now, someone in the chat did say, you know, pedophiles, you're really not doing much time here. You're on house arrest. You're can't go within a certain distance of schools and bullshit like that. The problem is there's so many goddamn pedophiles out there. There's so many jerk-offs, creeps. I mean, if you look online and you look like, what's a website? How do I track? Do you know what the website is where you can track the fucking offenders in your neighborhood? Like, how do you do that?
I don't know.
There's like a website devoted.
We should know what it is, though, right?
Yeah, we should look.
We should.
We might be living next to a fucking pedophile for all we know. But if you look at those websites, it's an alarming. There's an alarming amount of people out there in these neighborhoods, right? There's just so many. Look at Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator.
I can honestly say there are fears, and this is why I say it's not really like a parent is not really the best person to ask how they would react, right? Because after you have a child, there are fears that enter your mind that you never thought you would ever have before. You know, like there are things like intrusive thoughts that hit your head that you honestly would have never thought of a day in your life. You probably never even thought they existed. But as soon as you have a child, it all just comes flooding in. And it's overwhelming. It's extremely overwhelming. So I don't think a parent is the person to ask how would you react in this situation, because I feel like any
not
parent,
react. No. I understand. I am with you. I would react probably worse. I don't know what the fuck. I would lose my mind.
You have to be logical in the situation, but it's hard to be when
But what I'm saying is this now. Okay. He's guilty of going out there bucking shots and he hit somebody that wasn't even the person he was intended to go for. You know, like, what do you do with Cain Velasquez? Like, if you're the law?
If I'm the law and I found out that he was going after him because he's a fucking pedophile, I'd be like, you're off the hook, man. Like, go catch more pedophiles. It's cool with me.
Yeah. Kill them all.
That's from the mentality of a parent, you know? And even not a parent. You know, your job is just to protect children as a human being, as an adult. Like, whether you have kids or not, you should just fucking set out to protect children because children are the most vulnerable.
Listen, no one disagrees with you. That's you're preaching the obvious.
Yeah.
I'm trying to angle in what happens to Cain now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to angle in.
I'd be like,
I understand what you would be like.
You're free, dude.
But if laws are put in place, right?
You're good.
I understand that. I understand that.
Like,
I agree.
You're good.
It's the easiest for us to say that. But what I'm saying is, what does the law do?
Logically speaking, let's remove all parental
we all agree
mentality,
with you.
Right?
Yeah.
If I was a judge in court and I heard that this whole situation was going on,
you make an exception?
And I had to remove myself as a parent and just look at the situation for what it is.
Change the law.
He didn't kill anyone. He clearly attempted to. This guy acted out of...
What would be the sentence?
Response. I don't think I would put him behind bars. Just as not as a parent, just as a judge. I'd probably put him on house arrest or, you know, something like that, because given his track record, he doesn't set out to hurt people. You know, like, that's not his thing. He's not like going out there just shooting guns everywhere trying to kill people. He did this out of reaction and protection of someone he cared about. So, and of a child he cared about no less. So why put him behind bars? You know, it's not like he's going out there fucking murdering people. He went after someone who hurt someone he loved. You know what I mean? As a judge,
yeah, I understand.
I wouldn't put him behind bars.
Yeah, the problem is you can't be a vigilante. Unfortunately.
He's not a, well, you're right.
You can't.
Okay.
If he dresses Batman, he can get away with it. Like if Cain Velasquez was the Punisher.
But what I'm saying is oftentimes in court, a judge will look at the person's past and their track record and have they been in trouble before and what have they been in trouble for. And as far as I know, Cain Velasquez isn't going around just fucking shooting people out of nowhere. You know, it's not like this guy has a record to follow him. He was just a fucking normal dude.
You know what'd be funny? If they gave him the ankle bracelet they were supposed to give the other guy.
It's yours now, buddy.
Well, he doesn't need it
care.
anymore. Yeah, if he killed him. Imagine if he killed the guy. Like, what happens then? What if Cain Velasquez hit the guy?
Well, he didn't, so it's hard to think
Okay,
of,
what if he did? Does he get life?
Well, it is murder. I mean,
crazy.
It sucks.
Yo,
it
the law's
fucking
gotta
sucks
change.
because he doesn't deserve it. He did it for all the right reasons, but it's still, according to the law, murder. You know, like he still went there.
So that's why I'm curious. Cain, was he looking to kill the guy, or was he looking to hurt the guy, make a statement? Like, I wonder what the motive was. I think
if it was a child that he loved, he was trying to kill him.
Now, why not kill him with your hands?
There's no doubt in my mind that he was trying to kill him.
Kill him with his bare hands.
If he was in a car, like, was he going to kill him with his bare hands in a
It's
car?
not like, listen, it's not like he's going anywhere. He's on house arrest. You could ring the doorbell like, hey, bud, how's it going, man? Oh, actually, the guy wouldn't open the door. Because, like, shit, I'm caught for tickling your fucking kids. Yeah, he wouldn't open the door. Shit. So that's probably why. Cain should just, I can't bust into his house. Oh, damn. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. That's why Cain probably chased him. Because if the guy's on house arrest, there's no way Cain could get inside unless he broke into the house.
The guy was outside of his house on house arrest driving around.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why he went after him outside. That's what I'm saying. That's probably why he got the gun. He probably had no chance to physically get his hands on him. You know? Yeah, he was looking to kill him. He was. Dude, it's wild, man. This is a crazy story. So what should we do? Death sentence to all pedophiles? What do you think?
I'm not the person to ask.
Can't lock them all up because we don't have the money to keep them in jail. You can't be feeding all these pedophiles. There's too many of them. You know?
Listen.
Throw them in lava or something?
Did you know there was a stat that I read? Let me pull it up so that I don't misquote it. But there's
what if we chop their hands off?
A pedophile on every street or something like it's like on every corner. And it's not even so much a pedophile. It's just a human being who has intrusive thoughts about children.
Can we chop their hands off? What about that? Like, for real. Just chop their hands off. Right? Let's slow them down. No? Chop their genitals and hands off. Make them into like a Ken doll with no hands.
Let's see. You
can't kill them, but make them tortured. I don't know.
There was something that I read about like how often you actually pass a pedophile without knowing it. It's actually like extremely alarming. But let me just make sure.
Gotta figure this out.
I just don't want to like say it and then be wrong, so I just want to make sure I get the right stat here.
Anyway, yeah, Megan's Law. While Jesse's looking for that, that is the website, right? Megan's Law. Oh God, my fucking stomach. Like, it's just like, I have this knot in my stomach. Just what a horrific situation.
Wonderful.
We didn't do predictions yet, Brandana.
It's gross, man. Not to get political, but you have the lunatic libs crying about how pedophiles is a tag that shames people. They should be called younger attracted persons. Disgusting. The guy's dad must know, which makes him accomplice.
I mean, I haven't heard that, but I'm sure there are people. Oh, there's this jerk off. I'm sure there are people out there defending, like this guy. Like I can't even wrap my head around this guy. Once again, here's the tweet: "Free Cain Velasquez. I probably would have done worse." And then the response: "If he shot the right guy, I'd agree." So you don't think that Cain Velasquez should have done anything? You think Cain Velasquez?
Well, I can't find the stat, but regardless, there's like a stat out there, and I'm sure someone can find it. But there's a stat that says like you pass a pedophile like once a week. It's like, well, there's a pedophile on every street, every like I don't know the stat. I don't want to like say it and then be wrong, but it's an extremely alarming amount of pedophiles out there, especially because they don't admit it. Like they're not registered pedophiles. You know, there's people who have these intrusive thoughts who just live in their homes and you don't even know that they're a pedophile, you know? So it is extremely, it's crazy, man. And it's alarming and it's scary and it breaks my heart to hear that something happened to a child, you know, any child. It doesn't fucking matter. But
wild.
I mean, can I blame Cain Velasquez for doing what he did? Absolutely not.
What would the Vikings do? That's how we should handle this. What would the Vikings do? It's this piece of shit. I mean, listen, I understand his mental illness. I understand people have issues and problems, this and that. But there are things you just don't do. It's that simple. And we need to figure out how we can adjust the laws. What can we do to tighten this shit up, man? It's crazy.
Wonderful, wonderful.
If Cain goes to prison, hopefully the pedo will end up in the same place so Cain can give him the ultimate death beating. How great would that be?
That'd be amazing.
I mean, the guy's not getting off the hook. Now that they know, you know, just because he was the victim in one crime doesn't mean that he's the victim in another. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they're going to get him, for sure.
Thank you, Girth God, for the subscribe. Appreciate that, Girth God. All right, I think I've said enough about it. There's really not much more, unless there's anything that like breaks while we're live. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I hope Cain Velasquez gets off. I'm sure he learned from his mistakes, but most of us would probably do the same. So, anyway,
I just want to make one more comment. I saw Brett Baratheon say stop with the mental health stuff. That's beyond, but it is proven. And I know, like, a lot of people, they don't buy into the mental health stuff. They don't buy into the mental illness, and that's fine. If that's not something that you believe in, that's totally fine. But there are actual, like, scientific studies. There are actual facts that show that pedophilia is, like,
they're mentally
is a
ill. There's
legit
no
mental illness. There's intrusive thoughts that they can't escape from.
Doesn't matter, though.
Yeah, it is a thing. Like, I know it sucks because it's like giving them an excuse.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's
right?
It's a thing, man. Like,
there's just things you just don't do. Like, if mental illness makes you murder somebody, you're still not supposed to murder somebody.
You're right. Know? You're absolutely right.
And it's a shame that people have mental illness. It really is. But come on, what are we doing here? We need something. We need justice. We need Batman. We need Robert Pattinson to take care of all the pedophiles. What would Batman do, right? He would do what Cain Velasquez did. Although Batman doesn't use guns. Batman would hit him with a batarang or some shit.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the card that's going down this Saturday night. Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal. Okay. I am not even going to wait anymore because I feel like, I don't know, I feel that this thing is going to get even more lopsided. I don't know. I feel like everyone's going to pick Colby. And Colby looks like, oh shit, maybe we should have made the bet earlier. Where's Colby sitting at? Picking Colby, right? I mean, there's no question, right, Jess? Colby is a plus 255. Did it move? Oh, here's the props. Let's see. What kind of props they got on this? All right. All right, give me some props here, Jess. This is interesting.
All right. Let's do... well, Masvidal, I don't want to do any Masvidal props.
Well, Masvidal by a submission. Where is that? or finish. All right, just finish.
This is just by round.
So Masvidal wins.
Covington is a plus 3,300 for round 5, though.
To win in round 5, he would have to finish Masvidal. What's Covington by a decision? Where is it at? Draw. Covington wins by points. Minus 110. Wow, Covington wins by points. Minus 110. So it kind of evens out. Oh my gosh. I don't like any of this shit. I mean, if you're picking Masvidal, you might like a prop, but yeah, I would. Yeah, no, thank you. Oh, here we go. Masvidal by KO, TKO, DQ, or submission. A plus 375.
Nah. But Masvidal by decision or technical decision is a plus 1,100, Mons. And that's more. That's screaming to me.
Free Cain. Poor DC lost his mom, now this.
Crazy. Wait, DC lost his mom? When did that happen? Did that happen?
Didn't that happen? Oh, what? That was his dad, right?
Wait a second. I didn't know that. Did he really? Daniel Cormier. Let's see. I'm looking it up now. Did he really lose his mom? Cormier news. When did this happen? Or did this happen a while ago? Well, Ariel would tweet it, right? Let's see. Did you put a tweet out for us?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Spank you very much.
I got you, Moss.
Yeah, I don't know. Where is this? I don't know where the news is, but if it's a Masvidal is in great shape, but I think he has too many miles on him. Hope I'm wrong. DC IG. Always IG? Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Daniel Cormier. Oh, man, that's a bummer. I lost all his parents. He has a Cain Velasquez thing. All right, here we go. Oh, boy.
He says, I cherished every hug, Mom. We saw some great things and had great times. Now you get to rest and be with Dad. You touched so many lives, and everyone that knew you were better for it. You were the foundation of this family, and you will be greatly missed. I was lucky to have parents like you and Dad. My kids were fortunate to have you as a grandmother and Selena as a mother-in-law. We are so sad and hurt right now, but know you've given us all the tools to continue to live life to the fullest. You were a wonder to the world, Audrey Cormier, and I am lucky to have been raised by you. Rest easy, Mama. I love you so much.
Oh, man.
Daniel Boone.
Damn. This is 2 days ago. How the hell did I miss this? Fuck, that sucks, man. I feel for Daniel, man. That's a rough one. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine losing a parent.
And then he posted this and he just put brother. Yeah, right. A rough little run for Cormier here. Mom passes and his BFF, Cain Velasquez, the man he moved weight classes because he would never fight, he says. Now in jail. All right, rest in peace.
Moms do so much for us, and we all take them for granted.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's like, yeah, you don't want, it could be a mortal enemy. You lose your mom. That's just not cool. All right, let's see. What were we doing here? Back to the gambling.
Everything's so depressing tonight.
Yeah. Hey, pedophiles and death of parents. Who are we putting our money on? We're putting it on Colby Covington. I'm not doing any of these props. Fuck these props. Okay. If you're doing a prop in the chat,
Put money on Barbosa.
hold on a second. Pump the brakes. Let's place the Colby Covington bet. Okay. You've been spontaneous the last time. We're only winning $31. It didn't change much than the last time. I'm gonna place it. What do you say? 100 on Colbs?
Yeah.
All right. No parlays. We're done with the parlays. We're out. Okay. It's in. It's in. MyBookie.ag dropping a hundo on Colby just to win $31. But that's how confident we are in Colby's win. All right. So hopefully get $31 there. Let's see. Bryce Mitchell, Barboza. So why are you? Listen. I kind of don't mind Barboza in it.
I am telling you right now.
Mitchell never lost.
Barbosa is going to win this fight.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you.
I can't put the money there, though.
What? I will.
Can't do it. No.
Wait, you got a bet. Can't I get a bet?
Your bet last week was so fucking bad.
I won't do 100.
I feel like you're just here to lose our money.
Here we go. Ready?
Oh, God, help me.
Edson Barbosa.
Come on, Jess.
I won't do 100. Don't worry. I'll do... Well, how much does 50 get us? $67? Hell yeah.
No. Oh, my God. Oh, God, no.
$50 on Barbosa.
Oh, God, help
It's
me.
happening. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Trust me.
Oh, my God.
Trust me.
Oh, my God. Jess, okay, make me a deal then.
Yeah.
I have gotten us up plenty of times.
I won't make any more bets if I'm wrong about this one.
If you're wrong, you're retired from betting ever.
For 2 weeks.
If you're right, we'll keep the party going.
If I'm wrong, I'm retired from betting for 2 weeks.
I don't like. Why would you bet
and
on
then
that?
in 2 weeks, I'm allowed to bet again.
You know what?
But I'm not going to be wrong about this one, so don't worry.
Here's the deal. It's not impossible for Barboza to win. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind picking Barboza in Tapology. When you place a bet, you have to be confident.
I'm confident in Barboza.
In what way? Where's the confidence?
I'm telling you, if I weren't confident, then I wouldn't agree to not being able to bet for 2 weeks. I wouldn't agree to that. But
okay.
I'm so confident that I'm willing to give up my ability to bet for the next 2 weeks.
I do think that Edson Barboza is interesting as an underdog. I do believe that because Barboza's looked pretty good ever since going down. So I'm not saying it's the worst bet in the world, but Bryce, he's getting his own. Did you hear he's getting his own shorts?
Bryce is too distracted going into this fight.
Venom is doing camo shorts for Bryce. They did it for him with Reebok. Venom's doing it. Bryce Mitchell doesn't lose, man.
Bryce Mitchell is too distracted going in today. I mean, not today, on Saturday.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
I saw it in the ARIEL HELWANI interview,
God.
Moss. I'm not convinced. I think Barbosa's going to be his first loss. I think he's really going to hand it to him, Moss.
When Edson did lose to Giga, who looked like completely overrated, right? Got knocked out by Giga in his last fight. Before that, Ige is good. He's a tough fighter. Paul Feller's a tough fighter. They had a little back and forth war between the two of them. Also, Barboza's been held down in situations. Barboza does have the nasty kicks, yes. God help me. All right. Anyone else in the chat think that's a good bet? Listen, I'm not saying it's impossible for Barboza to win. I just when I'm placing bets, I want to have some complete confidence, and I don't have confidence. So let's see what the chat says.
And Bryce can rap. Bryce got that youth strength as Paul Fay. JBH doesn't even know what day it is. She's gonna lose that bet, says Dr. Voss. I'm gonna go with Thug Nasty, says a real gamer. Gabriel says Barboza's striking is like the cream of the crop in MMA. Maggle says Andre Feely stuffed half of Mitchell's takedowns. Edson got this in the bag. He's fought tougher competition and people have been trying to take him down for his whole career. Sober Carl says, man, this depression with Cain is nice to talk to you guys.
Okay, here's the deal, guys. I know people are saying Bryce lost. He lost an exhibition. He lost on tough when it didn't count, right? He got rear naked choked in the third round. Then before that, in his amateur fights, his first ever, he got that armbar. Looking at his resume, though, I mean, come on, guys. My man, he is a tough son of a bitch, and he's still very young. He's 27 years of age. Edson's a seasoned veteran. He's been tough, but he is beatable. He's very fucking beatable. And I feel like Mitchell's going to grapple the fuck out of him. I hope I'm wrong.
Duke Chronic says, cool kid. Bryce gonna win, says Paul Fay. Matt W says, Doug for a reason. Horrible bet. Bryce is too good, says Luck to Gambino. Silver Carl says, Paul Fay, I'm great, thanks. Parlay Holland, Jalen Turner, and Marina Rodriguez.
Let's see if there's anything else on here that looks nice. Okay, let's put
Do
this
not
away.
put your money on Holland.
No, the Holland fight I want to stay away from too. But
Okay.
Alex, see, here's the thing. If you're going to go for an under, why not put the money on Oliveira?
I'm more confident in Barboza.
But at least he's a plus 260. Kevin Holland's looked sus.
So do it.
Oh, my God. See, like the Oliveira fight, that kind of, because even if you lose this one here, it's still a plus 260, so it's fun. You know? That under I like better. If you're going to bet an under, I would rather go with the Oliveira one, but I'm not going to pull it now. Spivak, Greg Hardy, can he bounce back? I'm going to go no.
Well, according to Greg Hardy, it's funny you ask. I actually have an article of him claiming to be one of the best athletes on the fucking planet.
I mean, he was a football player, so he's a decent athlete, yes. But I don't know, man. On the planet, let's pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, Mr. Greg Hardy. Where is Greg? Oh, there he is. Is he on the main card? Let's see. Okay, yeah, Greg Hardy. No matter how many losses he has, they will always find a way to put Greg Hardy on the main card. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm kind of getting tired of his face, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, you know.
Oh man, Greg Hardy.
When is enough? Dana White. Come
the GOAT. Greg Hardy. How about Marina Rodriguez? Here we go, man. She's surging up the rankings. How much of a favorite is she?
Moss, I missed the interview. How did it go?
Listen, Montalvo I could talk about anything with.
Yeah, he's a cool guy?
Great guy.
Good.
Because, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like we could talk about movies and shit. And I don't know. His mom was in the chat, Jess?
This might be the first, full interview that I've missed in a while. Usually I'm there for, the first 5 minutes or whatever.
Have to go run it back.
Yeah, this is, the first one that I missed fully.
He's a good interview. I think he's a good guy. Moicano. Oh, RDA Moicano.
Don't put money on it.
Why not?
No, I'm not into it.
Moicano looked good in his last fight. But RDA is just a slight favorite. Why not?
RDA's getting old, Moss.
I was going to pick him over Fiziev. Excuse me. Fiziev. Let's look at a parlay. I'm not going to put one in, but let's see what would be a parlay I would run at you if you did.
I would do for my parlay.
I didn't ask you, but go
I'm
ahead.
going to tell you.
After that Barboza bet, I never want to ask you another thing. Okay.
Colby Covington. How many unders? It doesn't matter how many unders, right? You just
Okay.
need like 1 under for a parlay.
Here's what we're going to do. Actually, write these down.
I don't have a pen.
Now you do.
I don't have paper.
Pen.
I'll write it on my hand.
I have left
What do you want me to write?
so many pads of paper for
What do you want me to
over
write?
there. What do you eat them?
Yeah.
Well, no, seriously. Where do you put your pads? Is it on the chair? No. Don't put it on your hand. How are you going to have it on Saturday?
No, I'll rewrite it. Oh, you know what? I'll just type it here.
Email it. All right.
Okay. What am I writing?
So you're gonna give a parlay that you think is fit.
Yeah.
You seem fit.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Does it matter how many unders I have on the parlay?
Well, we'll show what
1 under?
you'll make. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Parlay's parlay.
Colby Covington is going to be the first one on my parlay.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Okay. Chaos.
You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Why isn't this working? I'm trying to here we go. Write down my parlay.
You want to just do $10
Covington?
parlays? You want to just do that and have a little fun?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we'll do a JBM $10. See, I'd rather do that than you have the fucking dopey ass Barboza bet.
Okay, so my
Can
parlay.
I take that Barboza bet back and
No.
Can I pull it back and do your part? All right, forget it. All
So
right.
my parlay is going to be Covington. It's going to be
Covington,
Barboza, and it's going to be I'm going to do Oliveira.
Okay. Now you can do as many people as you want if you want. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but the more, the riskier.
Okay.
Wait,
wow.
scroll a little more. Let me see.
Are you kidding me? Oliveira. Were you going to? Wait, you didn't like the Oliveira bet. Hold on a second.
I don't like the Holland fight at all.
So why are you betting on it?
But if I were to pick out of all the rest of the fights,
imagine she hits on
Oliveira
that.
would be.
Look at this. If she hits on this thing, $100, she's winning 1,014.
Yeah, that's gonna be my parlay.
Oh my God! You imagine? All right, I'm gonna put 10 on it.
Put 5 on
We'll put $10 on it.
$100.
I mean, it's so wild.
You should put $100 on that because I'm gonna win it.
Pump the brakes. Pump the fucking brakes.
All right, $10 parlay for me.
This is like
Covington, Barboza, Oliveira. All right, so
I feel like the stepdad that got shot by Cain Velasquez right now.
Moss parlay is gonna be.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this in. $10.
Yep, that's my parlay.
Okay.
Okay.
No, Paul, not when it comes to gambling. Not when it comes to gambling.
That's not true. I only made one bet that didn't win.
Gambling's a whole different monster.
You can't say that because I never gamble.
All right, here we go. So that's Jess's parlay. All right, let me try to put one together here. Oh man, what am I doing? I'm hitting all the wrong things. This is the degenerate hour. Okay. All right. Of course, Colby. Let me take yours all out. Okay. So Colby's gonna be in mine. I like Colby. He's money. Even though now we're gonna have to get. All right. Let's see. I gotta be crafty here. But with $10, you're not gonna make much. All right. Well, I do like RDA.
Okay. RDA.
All right. I could go RDA, even though he's a favorite. Let me see if anyone else stands out. Nurmagomedov is a lock. I'm Brian Kelleher. Right? Hold on, let's look at him. Didn't he lose? Oh, no, he didn't lose yet. All right, so since he's a lock, I'm going to make it a 4-fighter.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
All right, so you're going to go Kelleher?
I'm putting
Nurmagomedov?
Okay, hold on a second. What do we need here? What else do you need?
Oh, you're making it risky with 4 fights, Moss.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me look at this Njoku fight. Hold on a second here. Look at that picture of Kelleher. All right, hold on. Let me see if I like this. Where is it? Njoku. Here he is. Didn't Njoku knock the shit out of... Oh, no, he didn't. He lost.
Jung.
It was this fight, right? This is a crazy... He looks so bad, though, in Jung. This is the guy that beat William Knight. Carlos Olberg. He's been knocking people out. Stosic. Okay. He's an underdog, this guy? Hold on. Let's see what we got. 27-29. 6'5", 6 foot. But he's Romanian. All right. I might go back to that one. Let's see. See what else we got. I'm not going to pull the trigger yet. Let's see. Jalen Turner versus Malarkey. Let's look at this one over here. Let's look at Malarkey.
Moss, you take so long to make a parlay.
Because I think about it. Unlike
There's nothing to think about. You should just know.
This is not like spontaneous.
Trust your gut.
Bet on black on a roulette. Come on, man.
Trust your gut, Moss. That's why it's gambling.
I'm trying to make people money. No, I don't like this fight either. I'm out. Spivak's probably going to beat Hardy. Right? He lost his last one, though. Aspinall got knocked out. Is he going to get knocked out again? I think Spivak beats him. Oh, he's a pretty big favorite. But Hardy needs a win. Tabora and Toivan. Actually, you know, he lost to... all right, I'm staying away from that one. I don't like that fight either. All right, hold on a second. I got to find something here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, Bryce Mitchell. I'm going to go against yours. I'm going to go Bryce. I want to see if there's anything else. All right, you know what?
You have RDA,
Who do I got here?
Nurmagomedov, and Mitchell.
So I'm only at plus 289. All right, I'm going to go crazy here. I'm going to throw in Nikolai, too. He'll be my under. Okay. All right, so here's the bet. Nikolai, Bryce Mitchell, Umar, Rafael Dos Anjos, and wow. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight parlay.
Wait, I missed one. Which one did I miss? Wait,
5.
I missed one.
Super
I'm going
chat.
crazy because I got to try to make some money here.
Jorge by baptism. Hot take Colby weak to the body.
Wow. Jorge's running around like he's confident like that. I don't know, Devon. That is a pretty hot take. That is a hot take. That'd be interesting. Okay, so 5 fight parlay. I'm going to drop $10 on that. $10. Now, my payout's not as juicy as yours. I won $69, $69.91. Yeah, but here's the thing, T-Bird. We're only doing $10. We're not doing like our crazy.
What's your bet?
All right. There we go. It's in. It's in, baby. Okay. Now, I got to be honest with you. I don't like either of the parlays. You know? I don't like either of the parlays. I don't like them either. I honestly, I wouldn't even advise. But if you have scratch that you have laying around, you want to bet on one of our parlays, knock yourself out. I went
Mine's pretty good.
5 fighters. Jesse went 3, right? You went 3?
3 good fighters.
But 2 crazy unders. So, you know, we'll see how this happens. But the fight that Colby Covington, just bet on him. I was just going to put 100 on Colby, win the $30 and call it quits. That's what I'm going to do. I do like RDA too over Moicano. Moicano's coming in on short notice. Nothing really to lose for Moicano, but I think RDA is going to come in there and beat the living shit out of him. So Moicano looked good in his last fight, though. He did. Now he's on a 2-fight win streak. Alex Hernandez and Bear. RDA won a Paul Felder. Actually, when was that fight? A year or 3 months ago. I do like RDA, though. I think RDA is going to kick ass. So, I would go Colby and RDA are the two. I feel like you're easy money. But that's what I'm thinking over there. Let me know in the chat. Should I do a hundo on RDA?
No.
No?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. Not feeling it.
No. I'm trying to make back the money.
I'm not feeling it, Moss.
All right, we'll see how
we
bets are
spent
going.
too much money already.
Okay. All right, after this week, we're going back to the mystical plan. Unless you hit on that parlay. If you hit on that parlay,
I will.
Then forget
and
it.
I'm going to hit on the Barboza bet.
I kind of hope you hit on. That'd be wild if Jesse hits on that parlay. We got bets all over the place. Y'all are wild. I got Moicano. Hold on, let's see. Moicano, Holland, Mitchell, Masvidal. Y'all built differently. Laugh my ass off. So we got Moicano, Holland, Mitchell. Yeah, I mean, Mitchell's like, he's the only one I agree with. Although I wanted Kevin Holland to win. I just don't want to bet on that fight. RDA more of a lock than Colby for sure. No way. RDA and Colby are locks. Bet the house on both of those guys. Locks. I mean, locks. Locks. What is an RDA Colby parlay? Just both of them. Locks.
I don't know what.
Let's see. Colby.
I got
RDA
on it.
is a plus 111. That's what I should have done.
Oh, Ellie's going to make her picks this weekend, too.
I'm not going to do it.
We got to record Ellie making her picks. We put little colored, like, balls in front of her, and then she picks which fighter she thinks is going to win.
MT doesn't think Colby's a lock? How? Come on! Tomorrow, we're going to stream on this channel the press conference. We're going to do a reaction to it.
What time is that?
I don't know. Look it up. And we're going to give you our opinions. Who knows? Usually we wait to make our picks. Tonight, we got a little edgy, a little risky, a little crazy. Tomorrow, I'll tell you if we're worried about our picks. Because who knows? Maybe Masvidal can get into Colby Covington's head and rattle him a little bit. I don't know. Maybe he has the secrets, the tip, the tricks from his former, Colby's former gym. might be able to help him out. I don't see it. I think Colby is a lock. And there's a reason why he's a decent-sized favorite. I mean, he's going to win.
Oh, here we go. Doors for the event will open at 4 p. Pacific time, with the event expected to start 5 Pacific time.
Let's see. Simeon says, Moss, I'll see you on Saturday. We'll see who gets bragging rights for RDA versus Moicano and Colby. All right, let's do it, Simeon. It's a date. It is a date. Let's do it. Thank you, Devon Sterling, for the subscribe. Yes?
It's 8 p.m. Pacific time right now? I'm so confused.
9.
No, it's 8
Pacific time. Oh, fuck.
So that would be 5 p.m. for us?
What computer are you on?
Oh, 5 p.m. Pacific time is when the event starts, so 6 p.m. for us.
Well, why isn't it on Eastern time? Why isn't it tell you?
This computer's on Eastern time, but our time.
Oh, God, I hate time zones.
It would be 6 p.m.
8 o'clock Eastern time, so yes, 6.
5 p.m. Pacific, 6
our time.
6 Mountain, 8 Eastern.
All right, so we'll schedule the stream. I got to do that.
For 8 Eastern.
Maybe tomorrow morning. We'll schedule the stream for the press conference. It should be good. So make sure you hit that notification bell. You subscribe, the whole deal. And what's it called? And like this video. You bastards. Like the fucking video.
Oh,
like it for Eddie.
Super chat.
Devon with the 499.
The reason I say that is in the Usman fights Colby reacted horrible to body shots and Masvidal has vicious body shots, so if he keeps it standing, rip.
Yeah, but here's how I look at it. Usman hits like a truck. I know Masvidal hits hard.
Yeah.
I'm not discrediting, but so does Usman.
Usman's striking gets better and better with every fight.
I mean, Usman has cinder blocks in his hands, and he was ripping it to the stomach, and fucking Colby kept coming, you know. So I think if he could take those shots from Usman, he'll be able to take him from Jorge. He's gonna get hit. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I feel like he's going to smother Jorge. He's going to have him up against the fence. He's going to be stomping on feet. He's going to be fucking battling with the head position. He's going to be trying to ragdoll him all over the place. I mean, unless
Can
Masvidal...
I ragdoll you all over the place?
Yes. Unless Masvidal comes out with some flying knee and catches Colby or something. I'm sorry, man. I mean, I don't... We shouldn't discredit the power of Kamaru Usman. Look what he did to Jorge Masvidal. He stole his soul. When he what did he hit him with a jab? What did he hit him with? What did Usman hit Masvidal with again? Was it a jab? I can't remember. So, I mean, it's not like fucking Usman has pillow hands. And my man's he's got some serious, power.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sup Moss and Jess, how are you guys? Sorry I came in late, I had 2 of my nieces' birthdays today, so I was hanging out giving them gifts and cake. They're young girls and I pray over them every night, so knowing there's that many sick people out there scared me.
Thank you, Carl Grace. Appreciate it. It was the overhand right. It was straight. Okay. So it was straight. Okay, so a power hand hit. Listen.
No.
What?
We didn't even acknowledge him.
I said thank you. What? What do you want to say? Well, go ahead. Say it. She had nothing to say.
I did.
Well, so say it.
Okay.
Well, why would you interrupt and then not say it? Now you got your chance. Say it. What you got?
This is very good.
She had nothing to say. Carl,
I
exposed. But what do you think about that hologram behind you? What do you think about that? What do you think? Take a look.
Great.
You like it? Little hologram? Yeah, getting better with the graphics over here. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, everyone that donated. So, yeah, I mean... Oh, does Jorge have more power than Usman? We'll see. We'll find out. I like the fact, though, every time Jorge fights, there is a pocket of Jorge fans that are like, you'll see, every single time we're getting them. Guys, when we're talking about the upper echelon of welterweight, Jorge is not God. He's not Street Jesus. He's Jorge Masvidal. He's just like, he's a regular human being. He's not immortal. I mean... We're talking like godlike powers of this guy. Wait until he catches him with he fucking knocked out Ben Askren. He fucking took out what's called Darren Till, who was completely overrated. Darren Till's trying to reinvent himself. I mean, come on. Let's pump full camp Masvidal. Like, let's pump the brakes. But I love the passion. I love the fact that Jorge has tricked you guys into believing in him. I love that. I'm a fan of that because that's what good fighters do. They trick their fans. Stories, just give me a rattle through, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. Give me a little rattle through of stories.
All right. Sean Strickland and Dylan Dennis got into a heated exchange on Twitter, and there was a quote that said, "If I ever see you again, or if I ever see you, I'm breaking your fucking skull open."
Wait, he went out with Dylan?
He's lashed out at Dylan Dennis as their social media feud continues. He may not.
Oh, God.
Oh shit! What the fuck is this shit?
Chill.
I'm sorry.
Jesus, Jesse.
I don't know where that came from.
Ah, super chat.
I mean, chill.
Jorge's never been an easy win, though, you gotta admit.
Yeah, he's a tough dude. He is a tough. He came off the couch, made it difficult, but he was an easy win in the second fight against Usman. Come on. I mean, Damian Maia just fucking grappled over. Jorge couldn't do anything. He just had a blanket on top of him. You know? Ally Quinta, he lost to him. Some say Jorge won. I think Jorge won that fight too, but it's very close. Raging Al, you know, I mean, listen, guys. Okay, we've done this before. We'll do it again. I don't get it. I don't get it. But like I said, I respect Jorge for tricking his fans. I do try. And listen, I don't want to come across, I know I come across as a massive Jorge hater. I interviewed him. He's a sweet guy. He's actually a really nice guy. I have no issues with Jorge as a person. But I mean, come on. Everyone is living off of this. Jake Paul also slept Askren too. You do realize that, right? You guys are thinking that he fucking walks on water. He's 37 years old now. Guys are fucking smitten by the braids. I don't know what it is. His strut? What is it? His pheromones? Like, what are you doing? George knows him inside and out. Okay. Okay, so he's so well coached, which I do believe he's coached pretty well. Jorge Masvidal was running around saying what he was going to do to Usman. What happened?
Got slipped.
What happened?
He got slipped.
Where is this information that you have? The only information I have is Colby Covington ragdolling Jorge Masvidal in that apartment, in that home, wherever the hell they were. It was literally Jorge just getting dragged around the house and Colby just talking crazy smack. The Nate Diaz doctor stoppage. The cut stopped it, but Jorge looked pretty damn good in that. Is Nate Diaz a top welterweight? The answer is. Ben Askren came in with all the hype, squishing watermelons, the whole deal. Is Ben Askren really that good? The answer. Darren Till, the undefeated, overhyped, in London, blah, 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 blah. Gets slept by Jorge Masvidal, then the three-piece and the soda, which was a sucker punch in the back room. Darren Till, overrated. Is he a top welterweight? No, he ran to another division, sucks there too. Steven, oh, I'm sorry, I was in the building for that. It was a boring-ass fight and Wonderboy won. So Wonderboy beat him. Maya, in a split decision, just kind of laid on him, just draped over him. Cowboy Cerrone. Cowboy Cerrone's a legend. Cowboy Cerrone's done many things. If I'm not mistaken, was this at 170? I can't fucking remember now. I remember the fight. I actually thought Cowboy was going to win that fight. I can't remember what was this at. Was this at welterweight? It was at welterweight. Okay. So this is when Cowboy went up to welterweight. Jorge Masvidal got the job done on Cowboy Cerrone. Is Cowboy Cerrone a top welterweight? The answer. Let's move on. Jake Ellenberg, no. Ross Pearson, no. Oh, shit, we're going into the 155. Come on. What top welterweight did Jorge Masvidal beat? And he's going to beat the guy that should be a champ and Colby Covington? If there was no Kamaru Usman in the picture, this man is your champion. And you mean to tell me Journeyman George, the man that's older, 37 years of age, is going to defeat Colby Covington? What are you smoking? What? Are you eating the body of Christ? The body of street Jesus? Is that what it is? Are you drinking his blood? Or are you just sucking his cock? Would you stop it? You know what's going to happen. We all know. I'm interested. The beef. Can Jorge surprise some people? I mean, pump the brakes.
Super chat.
Bring up Colby's record, Mos, and show me a good win.
Show you a good win. Okay. I will show you a good win here. Tyron Woodley. He broke the man to finish him. Now, Tyron Woodley was a legit champion. Defended the fucking belt. I literally just showed the first fucking person that came up here. Devon. The first person that popped up was a legit welterweight. A legit champion. What are we doing? Just because Tyron Woodley.
Isn't it Devin?
Devon, Devin, whatever the hell your name is. My God. Robbie Lawler was a legit welterweight champion. RDA was a champion at 155. Came up and did some work at welterweight as well. The size was a problem. Come on. Stop it. What person did Jorge Masvidal beat that has a better resume than Damian Maia? Another one. RDA. Robbie Lawler. Tyron Woodley. What person did Jorge Masvidal beat that is even in their fucking league? I'll wait. I mean, come on. I will wait. Nobody. I do like. Someone said Nate Diaz. Yeah, Nate Diaz. He's the guy. Guys, it's the same. Go back to the last two Jorge Masvidal fights on this channel, and I'm yelling and screaming. I'm preaching the same shit. Yet you guys are drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. Now, I hope Jorge Masvidal wins. Finally gets the job done in the big spot. I hope he does get it done. Because it would be a great story. It'd be fun. But this is fantasy stuff. You guys are in La La Land. We all know what's going to happen Saturday night. Unless we see something crazy at the press conference tomorrow. Maybe we will. We all know what's going to happen. Stop it.
Super chat.
I love the energy, though.
RDA is a LW, Willie was washed, and Robbie is 57.
Robbie is 57.
I feel like you could find an excuse for any opponent, though. Like,
guys,
if you're going to go down that road.
What person has a better resume? What person, washed or not washed, has a better resume than those guys that Jorge beat? Please enlighten me. Cowboy Cerrone? He beat Nate Diaz. He's a journeyman. He's not a welterweight champion or anything like that. He's fun. He's a badass. I love Nate. We talked about Darren Till. I don't need to say any more. Donald Cerrone, probably the biggest name. What belt did he win? He crumbled every time. Every time. Where's the guy? James Krause? Crookshank? Pat Healy? Michael Chiesa? Where? KJ Noon. Felony beat him. I mean, where are we going? What are we doing here? Where's the evidence? The flying knee. I will have what you are having. I would love to. Bartender, please, serve me. The delusion The delusion of Jorge Masvidal fans is insane, and I love it. Because without the delusion, we wouldn't have these conversations. If everyone was saying, hey, Colby's going to win, Colby's going to win, Colby's going to win. It's not fun. Jess, help me out here, please. Please help me out. What are we doing? Why are people so far up Jorge Masvidal's ass? What did he do? The flying knee?
I think he just marketed himself well.
That's right. Scamming his fans into believing that he's the next best thing since sliced bread. He's scamming his fans. It's crazy. Crazy. I'm not up Colby's ass. In fact, I had this rant when Kamaru Usman was fighting Colby Covington. I was saying, what proof do you have that Colby's going to beat Kamaru? I was right. Guys, I am not up Colby's ass. I have shit on Colby with the Kamaru Usman fights. Go back. Do your research, friends. Mystic Moss. Like we said earlier in the interview with Justin Montalvo. I'm going to do it right here, right now. Mm-hmm. 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 In the chat. Bow. You're within greatness. You're within greatness. Okay. Any other stories, Jess?
There's a lot of other stories, Moss.
Okay. Quickly. So Dylan Dennis is going to get his ass whipped by Sean Strickland? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So we covered the Cain Velasquez thing. Dana White says Islam Makhachev turned down Rafael dos Anjos and now he has to face a Beneil Dariush. This is according to Dana White.
What's this? Well, hold on a second. Where's the story? It's in the Discord?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there it is.
When Rafael Fiziev was forced off UFC 272 after contracting COVID, it appeared for a moment that a long-awaited showdown between Makhachev and RDA might actually happen. As it turned out, less than 24 hours later, Moicano signed as Fiziev's replacement. Dana White revealed on Wednesday that he thought a deal was done for Makhachev to take the fight until he got word that the Dagestani lightweight had declined the opportunity.
Super chat.
Devon.
I'm not a Masvidal fan. I think Colby is overrated.
Okay. All right, here's the deal. If you take Kamaru is just so far ahead of everyone, besides Khamzat. Khamzat's someone that's, I think, could beat Usman. But right now, the top guys, Usman's so far ahead, right? So Colby Covington, who was competitive in the second fight, he had his moments in the first fight. Kamaru's got his number. If Kamaru wasn't there, Colby's the champ. So to think he's overrated, he literally beats everyone in his weight class. So I don't know how you could say it's overrated. Or maybe you think the weight class is weak. Possibly. Maybe it's not as strong as the other weight classes. I don't know. But I do think that Colby could be a champion. He won the interim strap. Do you think Colby's overrated?
I want to eat you alive, Moss.
I agree. But how is Masvidal not overrated? If you think Colby's overrated with a better resume, how is Masvidal not overrated?
He is, Moss.
He won a BMF. He won a fake belt. Right? And here's the thing. I like Masvidal, but it just drives me nuts because I'm just trying to... I don't know. I just can't figure it out.
All right. So back to the original topic, Moss.
Thank you, Devin. By the way, thank you for the donations. Appreciate it.
As soon as Fiziev was forced out of the card, the UFC matchmakers started looking for more potential replacements as a slew of volunteers attempted to land the fight. Makhachev was among the first people to throw out his name as a possible opponent after previously being matched up against or with Dos Anjos on two separate occasions in 2020 and 2021. He was just days removed from the win over Bobby Green, which was a fight that came together quickly after Beneil Dariush was forced off the card with a leg injury. Makhachev even went back and forth with Dos Anjos on social media over the proposed matchup. However, White says something must have changed because he ultimately didn't take that fight. Moicano accepted the fight that he would have to fly, or knowing that he would have to fly nearly 20 hours from his home in Brazil back to the United States while also cutting down 160 pounds for a 5-round catchweight fight. He actually arrived in Las Vegas on Wednesday afternoon, and now he'll face Dos Anjos in the co-main event at UFC 272.
Mrs. Sterling?
Burns and CAMZAT beat Chaos. Masvidal is overrated.
Okay. Gilbert Burns Covington's a great fight. That's fun. That is a really fun fight.
I do agree Masvidal's overrated.
I think Khamzat beats Chaos too, yes. Khamzat's the problem. Khamzat's going to be the first guy I'm going to pick against Usman. If they ever run into each other, Khamzat's the guy.
Isn't Khamzat and Burns fighting soon?
Yeah. They're going to be thrown on 273, I think, or 274. One of the next couple of fights. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, Burns could beat... He could. I still got to go Colby over Burns, though. Who would you pick? That's a good fight. It's a really good one. Burns or Colby?
Burns.
You pick Burns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I would still give a slight edge to Colby. Burns does have banging hands.
Burns is, and he doesn't fall to like pillow hands, you know. He's got to fall to Usman hands, and Colby does not have Usman hands.
Yeah, who would you pick, Burns or Colby? I would probably go Colby. Jesse goes Burns.
Silly Moss.
I don't think Burns will put him out.
Burns
I don't think
would
so.
1000% win against Colby Covington. There's another bet waiting for us.
Didn't Burns lose a Dan Hooker? Did he lose a hooker?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so Makachev. All right, let's move on from this. I don't know. Is there anything else?
Nah. Mitchell.
Why are you saying Darius next? I could see him cutting the line and getting the fucking belt, like going for the belt. It's still there. Was the UFC pissed off?
I guess. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
All right, fuck this article.
Khamzat Chimaev is not this monster people have created, according to Pereira, and he expects to see the real Chimaev against Gilbert Burns. So speaking of Burns Chimaev.
Pereira says Chimaev would push Pereira's shit in. Is he serious?
Yeah, he's saying he's not this monster that everyone's created.
Oh my God. Guys, I understand Pereira is like this fucking whimsical, you know. I mean, he's a solid athlete. Come on. Are you kidding me? Is this guy kidding? Please make this fight happen. I want Chimaev to just bury this man. I mean, come on. The dude, Pereira lost to a little tiny white guy that like was a weight class under him, didn't he? What is he talking about? Islam would fucking destroy this guy. All right, I forget this guy. What are we doing, Pereira? I usually like Pereira, but that's a bad take. I don't know.
Kayla Harrison invites Chris Cyborg to the gym after PFL matches Bellator offer, saying, "I'm so sick of this shit."
Isn't it funny? She is. So PFL matches Bellator, and she's miserable. She clearly does not. If I was PFL, I'd take the offer off the table and say, "God, you fucking bitch, get out of here." You know? Let's see if the offer still stands at Bellator now. Like, what? She wants to be in the UFC. Just say it. She's pissed that the UFC didn't throw enough money out there.
So you think she's being ungrateful?
Yeah, like, just stay in PFL. Make your money, kid. What are you doing?
It is easy money.
Like, what are you, like, you're kind of shitting on PFL. What are you sick of? They matched the offer. Oh, I get it. You want to fight for the UFC. I get it. Come on, Kayla. Right? I mean, is that not a huge slap in the face to PFL? They matched the offer, and she's like, "When?" She's like fucking crying.
Well, I think she's referring to Chris Cyborg. Because she said...
Okay, go ahead.
Because she said, "Hey, Chris Cyborg, at me if you have something to say. I'm so sick of this shit. American Top Team's Addy is 5750 SR 7 Coconut Creek, Florida.
So what is she
I'm there
sick
6
of?
days a week." I think she's like, because I'm assuming that Cyborg probably said something to set her off or did something to set her off. I don't know, honestly, but I think she just wants that Cyborg fight, and so she's just kind of like, you know, directing it towards her.
Just stay in PFL. Just do your thing. Get the easy wins. Collect the freaking bags. She's gonna be rich. I mean, she's already won.
But she has a dignity to uphold as a fighter, Moss, and if she just keeps doing that, then everyone's gonna say she's taking the easy way out.
I don't give a shit. Fuck legacy. Just keep winning money. Money, 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 right? Just keep on winning belts and on top of belts and say, "Come to me." Say, "If you're so good, fight me. I'm the best." You know? Oh, I'm fighting cans. Who gives a shit? Come over and prove yourself. If not, shut the fuck up, right? I mean, that's how Kayla Harris should be doing this.
Well, I've got a story for you that'll boost your spirits to finish off the stories for tonight, Mom.
Aw, super chat.
I should be managing Kayla Harrison.
Colby, Mitchell, Dos Anjos, and Hardy for a parlay? Any others?
Colby, Mitchell, Dos Anjos, and Hardy.
Yes,
No.
Barbosa and Oliveira.
I said get rid of Hardy in that one. Don't listen. I don't mind Colby, Mitchell, Dos Anjos, yes. Hardy, no.
Oliveira, yes. Barbosa, yes.
I don't like that fight at all. It's a heavyweight fight, so you never know. There's always that puncher's chance. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, heavyweights, you got to really know what you're doing here, right? And in this fight over here, you got Spivak, who 1 minute looks like trash. The next minute, he's on a 3-fight winning streak. Then he's on a loss. He gets knocked out by Aspinall. Greg Hardy's sucking on inhalers. 1 minute, he looks like a wrecking machine. Next minute, he looks like he can't hold. He has no cardio. Like, this fight's a disaster. Yeah, I would stay away from this one, though. Thank you. Good luck. I mean, would you bet on this fight?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I'd rather see Hardy win this one, to be honest, because long face Slim Shady annoys me. I don't know why. Every time I pick him in Tapology, I'm usually wrong whether he wins or loses, so he just annoys me. Get out of here. That's a tough one. Good luck. Good luck. And good luck to everyone betting. Anyone that's betting, I wish you the best of luck. I hope everyone wins, in some sort of way. All right, what's the final story?
McGregor takes out Poirier and Diaz in a 3-way Twitter exchange. He took them both on at the same time.
You know what? I don't care about this, but I did notice that, what's his face? Tyson Fury. Ariel asked him about the whole beef with McGregor, and he's like, there's no beef. He goes, Super Bowl weekend, he said. I love it. He basically admitted, hey, it's Super Bowl weekend. This is what happens. These guys are just tweeting to stay relevant. You can't listen to any of this shit. They're just trying to sell fights and stuff like that. So if they're talking shit back and forth, it is what it is. It's just nonsense. Is there anything to pull from these tweets?
Nah.
Yeah, it's nothing. They're just fucking horsing around. Conor's going to have to get him some wins and prove he's not so fragile. Bounce them titties for me for the dollar. Yeah, they're just trying to stay relevant. What's Dustin's here? Let's see. Here's Dustin knocking out Conor. Yeah, they're just fucking trying to stay. You blew it, you bum. I mean, okay. Thank you. All right, guys. If you missed Justin Montalvo, I urge you, run it back. He was fantastic, a great guest. 5-0 Bellator fighter was on the show. We discussed pretty much everything. The Cain Velasquez situation, we talked about that a lot. Spoke about that a lot. UFC 272, we dropped some bets, some risky ones. Parlay her way, parlay my way. Go check that out. Let us know in the comments what your parlays, your bets, your locks. Let us know in the chat. And that's about it. You like anything to add?
Nah. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Head Rush, Sheath, MyBookie.ag, Undisputed Belts, and UFC and ESPN Plus. Links in the description.
Oh, yeah. By the way, get your pay-per-views now. If you're going to buy it, I urge you, buy it now so you have no problems. Use our link to help us out.
Promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES for all of your discounts on all of your favorite products. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We will be live again on Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for Fuga Friday. Oh, and tomorrow for the press conference at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you guys join there. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and as always, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-Hole. Yeah!